Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of Quantum Break. Apparently Paul also has time vision, so that's cool.
Alternatively, I could mount a broad PR strategy, get the city...
I completely forgot to check what collectible I'm looking for. Crate near the moving van, partway down the dock on the right side. Okay.
on our side. But that leaves us with
the loose ends.
Precisely. The choice is yours, but keep in mind, the men will view your decision as a unified strategy moving forward.
Soldier. Person who works for me, one of the two. Guess they're private security, not military. Oh, there we go. That's the collectible.
I want this delivered to my office.
What is it?
A reminder.
Quantum Ripple. So the quantum ripples, I believe, affect the cutscenes. Just before we reach Amy,
I suggest we deal with the issue at hand.
Right.
Liam Burke over there can explain the situation in more detail.
Of course. How long until the core is ready for transport?
Time machine core, quick
It'll
reminder.
be en route to Monarch headquarters in less than an hour. Installation should be complete before the gala.
Good.
Good. Evil plan involves a lot of people then.
Jack would never understand the necessity of what I'd done. It wasn't the death William deserved, but his knowledge posed too great a risk to our plan.
William Joyce dossier classification.
Paul, the men are waiting for your input.
Project consultant for Project Promenade, witness to core heist operation. Objective: capture alive if possible. Delivered to Paul Serene. Relevant background: a strange brother of Jack Joyce, renowned physicist. Proposed existence of Chronon Field at age 19. Invented first time machine prototype. Developed countermeasure. Joined Project Promenade as consultant after death of Dr. Kim. Notable qualities.
Shh, he's listening.
Yes, I am listening. History of exhibiting erratic behaviour, undiagnosed but likely suffers from a schizophreniform disorder. Highly intelligent, received warnings of fracture from unknown female source. May have received knowledge of Chronon-related Monarch operations. Will refuse to accept inevitability of end of time. May lead to unpredictable behaviour. Oh, good. Good. Yes, that would lead me to be unpredictable as well. Briefing. Dr. Joyce will be present in the Time Machine lab during the onset of the fracture at 4:15 AM. All exits are to be covered by Prowler team. Raider team will wait until 4:16 to breach the Time Machine room. William Joyce is to be apprehended upon entry.
It was the first time I'd visited the Ground Zero operation in ages. The location I'd arrived in when I went 17 years back in time. The location where my fate was sealed 6 years ago.
Okay. Green zone, you might experience minor or non-chronon radiation exposure symptoms. Continuous visits should not exceed 480 minutes or 8 hours. This is an operational area zone clearance level 4 required. Yellow zone, increased density of residual chronon particles present. Company approved PPE must be worn beyond this point. Report to the supervisor and leave the area immediately if you experience any type 2 CRE symptoms. Red zone, potentially unreversible damage from CRE unless chronon environmental. I assume suit, worn, or PPE. This is an operational area, zone clearance level 6 required. Personnel needs to complete extraction protocol training sequence before entering this area. If you experience any type 3 CRE symptoms, contact Dr. Sophia I know that says Amaral, immediately. Building, plate bending, prefabs.
We had Jack in custody, but I was starting to witness visions from the future which made it clear that could change very soon.
Does he? I can't say I've noticed. Jack Joyce. Dossier. Jack Joyce. Classification civilian witness of core heist operation. Objective: capture alive if possible. Delivered to Paul Serene. Relevant background. Known friend of Paul Serene before incident. Parents deceased. Raised self in teen years. His brother became distant. Criminal record in Massachusetts. Grand theft auto. Simple assault. Attempt to rob or steal. Left a report in 2010. Never attended till incident. Received weapons training in Laos. Height and heavy firearm. Laos. Light and heavy firearms. Arrested for weapons related charges in 2015. Charges dropped. Relevant qualities. History of violent behaviour when pushed. Lack of respect for authority figures. No knowledge of fracture or monarch operations. Onset of fracture will render Jack Chronon enabled. May possess low-level Chronon abilities. Briefing. Jack Joyce will be present in the Time Machine lab during the onset of the fracture at 4:15 AM. All exits are to be covered by Prowler team. Raider team will wait until 4:16 To breach the time machine room, approach Jack with caution. He'll be chronon enabled at this time. Chronon ability is predicted to not manifest until 2 hours after fracture onset. Apprehend immediately. You have a feeling it's the thing for pushing people through doors too? Oh, probably. Probably. So that's... yeah, that's everything here.
Sir,
Who is this?
Liam.
Amy Ferrero. She's one of the witnesses. Awaiting your orders on how to proceed.
I mean, she didn't actually see anything until you captured her.
My powers grew stronger, even as the
Oh,
Chronon
seen Game of Thrones?
syndrome
I have.
worsened.
That is Peter Baelish.
I could choose a path that would become the actual future, but it wasn't optional. The moment wouldn't end until I made up my mind.
The junction power reveals 2 potential futures. Your decision at each junction point will steer the stories of both the game and the live-action show. Choose wisely. PR.
Initialize a PR campaign.
I want a statement.
And that violence was because of Jack Joyce.
Monarch would take a PR-friendly approach and manipulate
It's
the
really
public
little.
into
Ah, I
siding
see
with
what you
us.
did there.
Our lies would give us control.
The manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce.
Hey, somebody's sneaking around down there. Hey! I think that's Jack Joyce!
We'd
Hey!
use the media to expose, then hunt for Jack.
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station.
But the eyewitnesses would be out there, and Jack would learn our secrets.
Okay, so I can confirm the choice. Good, good.
Any potential threats to our plan need to be erased.
Wait!
Monarch would take a hardline approach. Crush all obstacles, eliminate all witnesses. It would be harsh. But I had made hard choices for the greater good before.
Bang.
I dug through the area and I found everything I could on your bro. This is messed up, man. I trusted Monarch.
But the people of Riverport would turn against us.
God,
Our
this
secrets
boyfriend.
would be safe, but the public would hate us, and Jack would gain new allies.
Monarch's got no authority to stop you, and you tell that to everybody on that bridge.
Yeah, you tell him. PR.
We can't risk any unwanted attention. Convince the witnesses not to talk. Keep eyes on them and send them home. Initialize a PR campaign. We need the city on our side.
Almost out of the uncanny valley. Almost.
Not this one. She's the head of the anti-monarch movement. I think we're looking at the new face of our campaign.
However, this game did come out in 2016, so for the time, like, absurdly good.
There's no other way out. I'm going through the machine.
Oh, wait, no! Jack! This way! Jack!
So this is what happened to Paul.
I use my power to guide us. To decide how to best prepare for the inevitable end of time.
End of time.
That gives the chosen few a chance to survive. I've seen the end of time.
Have you? Because that doesn't seem like a sensible thing to see. 64% of the community agreed with my choice. Oh, good. And now we get a TV show. Enjoy. That's weirdly low quality. 2 hours after fracture in time.
Time's up. The one in the middle, I assume that's your mother. On the left, of course, your father. And on the right, the little one. How old is she?
Threatening her? Well, threatening her family, technically, I guess.
114 Lafayette. Is that correct?
That was a
It was
filthy
taken out 5 minutes ago by my
tablet.
associate, Michael.
Jeez, look after your devices, folks.
What do you want?
I want a statement. And you don't want Michael outside of your house a moment longer.
What happens to me?
Well, that's entirely up to you.
I might just get comfortable. This is quite long, if I recall correctly. Again, I've seen this, but like when it came out.
Okay,
There we go.
I'll do it.
Get that to it. Ratchet. I tilted it too far back. There we go. Better.
I'm so glad we could work this out.
The guy looks permanently confused. Did I leave the oven on? Did I lock the door? Who am I? What am I? Where am I? I mean, I guess he was going for an intense scowl, but he missed it. Now kiss.
Liam. Walk with me.
Glad it made you laugh.
Seems your work's been undone. We just lost communication with Jack Joyce's transpo.
How the fuck does that happen?
Knowing how isn't important. You just need to find him. Wincott is working on a location.
Great.
What is it?
What?
Something's wrong.
University. That's not how we operate. It was sloppy.
Dude, you need a
Have all
Call
your
suite?
operations gone smoothly? Go home, Liam. Wait for the call. I'm sure your wife misses you.
3 missed calls. Also, shout out to all the Microsoft product placement in this. I believe this was it's a Microsoft Game Studios game, so. Generic typing shot.
Good thing about our friend Stan is Stan makes it easy. See, the guy goes around using the same username and password everywhere he goes.
Don't do that, chat.
That means that his cloud isn't so protected. May I present to you Exhibit A. Wow, God, this guy's swinging for the fences. And what is that? What are you doing, Brenner?
Coffee cup.
No, I know it's a coffee cup, but what is it doing on my table? The fuck? You know what this is? Do they have these in Idaho?
Iowa.
Whatever. Use it. You tell me what's next,
Use a
Brenner?
coaster, Brenner.
I don't know.
I know you don't know, and that makes me sad for you. All we do now is upload our girl's video to Stan and our friends at WZWY, send Stan a note with some of his private pics, and last but not least, we post a letter. That letter allows Reclaim to take full responsibility for everything that's happening. Signed sincerely, your local terrorist, Jack Joyce. You can say it.
It's pretty awesome.
It's- Shit.
It's the boss.
Mr. Hatch, perfect timing. Me and Brenner, we just dug up some major dirt on on our news director over at WZWY. He'll be running our copy and posting that girl's video within an hour.
Good work, Wincott. Where are we with Joyce?
Joyce, well, I got a lock on his transpo. I mean, I've hacked into his camera. And I'm waiting to find a locale. It's not incredibly easy.
Keep an eye on it. And when you find him, contact Burke directly. I think we have a traitor in our midst.
You think or you know?
Traitor. Hello? Oh, but I'll let you go, Mr. Hatch. Thank you.
Was that Martin Hatch?
Get the fuck out of my office.
How many hatches do you know, Brenner?
Get the fuck out of my office.
And use a coastal next time.
Fuck. Give me something. Come on, Joyce.
God, I love time-lapse video so much. At the same time, in the Burke residence, he's about to find out if he did lock the door and turn the oven off. No guns in the house. Wise policy.
M?
These are good captions. I guess he did lock the door after all.
Things have been really bad at work. I'm sorry. I just...
Dude, clearly there's something wrong.
I dreamt you were a cat.
A cat?
With these big furry bear paws. Way too big for your body.
Did you in fact dream he was a bear?
It was a strange creature. But I knew it was you.
I have to get back to work soon.
You work more than any field manager in the history of field managers. Baby, you haven't been home in 2 days.
Gotta go, boring interview, maybe back later. Bye. Hope the interview's not too dull.
Your mom's being difficult.
Oh, I'm
She is.
I'm
She's
being
being
difficult, huh?
She's being very difficult. What happened? What?
I don't think that's the baby.
Dude, if you have to lie about your job,
Okay.
maybe you're doing something wrong.
You would.
Close your eyes.
So I'm straight up honest. I'm a loser. I know it. Is this a kissing book? Props if you get that reference.
It's okay. Go.
It's not okay, it's a trap. Even I know that much. And I struggle with social stuff.
Yeah.
Burke, we got a lead on Joyce.
What is it?
I was able to track his transpo to a warehouse on Burgundy and Wilkins. It's inside Ground Zero perimeter. Sending you the coordinates now.
Can they not just say transport? Do they have to say transpo every time?
I gotta go.
Alan Wake book. Nice reference there.
In order to rebuild this great city, transforming it into an economic powerhouse over the past...
Nope. Stutter. Kid, you're gonna miss your bus. You should really be moving, kid. Oh, it fixed itself. Headquarters.
Martin Hatch founded a technical institute right down the street from Monarch headquarters and has helped eager students from all over the country to further their dreams and interest in technological
A Dyson fan.
and design. And with Monarch's greatest investment in the future being right here in Riverport, it's pretty clear how bright the future is for all of us.
Paul, there's been a development.
Jack.
Content buffering, please wait. Oh, alright, I turned the controller off. I might download the episodes.
You've already seen it.
Tonight on the island. He'll be there, and he'll want
To avoid
revenge.
this?
I need him stopped now.
I've got the hard drive space.
I think our focus may be somewhat misguided here.
Your fifth column traitor?
You shouldn't take it so lightly. Joyce got lucky. He escaped. He's gone. He wouldn't be foolish enough to come back. Our only vulnerability is within, Paul. You should see that.
Telling me what I've already seen.
You're not thinking clearly. You need your treatment.
Being a bullet to the head?
You've been the face of Monarch for
No, I don't think so.
all these years, Martin. But let's get clear on something. This is still my ship.
And you're going down with it.
And I simply don't want to see you go down with it.
So close.
Just find him.
We take you now to Riverport University, where a violent showdown shook the town last night. Joining us now is Amy Ferraro, an eyewitness on the scene. Amy, tell us, what is going on here?
There were people from our group who took things too far. Things got very violent. And that violence was because of Jack Joyce. I want people to know that he is a very
cute tattoo.
dangerous person. A terrorist.
Two bacon and egg sandwiches?
Sounds like a terrifying scene down there. We really appreciate your bravery going on record to speak out against what appears to be such a dangerous person.
I was over in the lab at the university this morning. Someone solved the equation.
Oh, there's the quantum ripple.
I've just received word that Monarch security forces have teamed up with local police to
William did
hopefully
that, don't forget.
expedite the search for Jack Joyce and keep the people of Riverport safe as this very unsettling story continues to unfold.
Her hair is so bouncy.
Sup, IT?
You wish I was IT. Hey, you don't have security clearance being here.
Security clearance.
Access granted.
I thought you might have been up all night, so...
You didn't get the runny kind, did you?
No, it shouldn't be.
Brenna's mug is still there.
It's cool, they're new. Oh, man.
They are cool.
Fiona Miller. Terminated. You're fired.
So what's the 411? What the hell's going on out there?
411.
Yeah, the 411.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine?
Everything's fine.
You're a terrible liar, dude.
There was a shootout at the university last night.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
All right. Do you think they're gonna cancel the party tonight?
Are you kidding? No way. Hatch knows what he's doing.
You gonna go?
To a party? Me? Go to a party. I don't know.
We can roll
We are
together
watching
if you want.
TV, yes.
Okay. Yeah, all right, I'll go.
Okay, buddy. What are you gonna wear?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll go naked.
Nice, I like that. I gotta get back to my desk.
Coming on a bit stronger there, dude.
See you tonight?
Yeah. I'll see you tonight.
Yep.
Buddy.
You gonna restore her contract? Her personnel file, or are you just gonna leave that missing? Friend zone. Oh, she did ask him to a party with her, so it was that. Oh, Beth's gonna be in trouble. I don't like the term either. No such thing as a friend zone.
Liam, this isn't what it looks like.
Any situation that starts with that sentence is a bad
I really
situation.
didn't want it to be you.
You need to listen to me.
Step away from the van.
Step away, right now! Drop the gun.
I can't do that.
You do like its antonym?
You have 3 seconds till
Hit me with that. The enemy
Better
zone?
reflexes.
The enemy area?
Marksman for shit.
You got no gun.
No. No! Gosh, shit. He's gone. Do you see what's happening?
The stutters.
More and more.
Beth, what is going on?
Fuck zone.
Time is breaking down. The end is coming, and
True.
Joyce could be the key.
Wait, the end of what? Beth, the end of what? The end of what?
Of time! Of time! Of life as we know it, the entire universe gone. And somehow, Monarch has been preparing for it. They knew it was coming. There's this thing. It's called a lifeboat protocol.
Also,
And it
Danger Zone
can
works.
save us, at least some of us.
Hands on your head, down on your knees.
Brown.
Wilder, do not make me ask again. Joyce just took down half my men. You think maybe he had some help?
We're unarmed. I was responding
I do
to
not give a fuck.
Hey, I am with Monarch.
On your knees!
Liam, if they take me in, then it's the end for me. And for you.
Down!
Just do
Uh-oh.
what he says.
Do not let them take us. We'll never find the lifeboat. Think about Emily.
The guy has been friend zoned, the object of affection has been fuck zoned. Yeah. You know, it just sounds very incel when you put it that way. How's the frame rate holding up? This was back when all combat's happened with chops anyway.
I don't know. But Dr. Kim was at the center of it.
Dr. Kim?
If you can get into his lab.
That's impossible. It's been closed up since he disappeared.
Do you know anyone who could get you in?
Disappeared.
Come on, guys. 29 down. 40 more to go.
You shouldn't be watching stop motion. Oh, hey, look, there's another hacked account.
Thanks, Fiona. It's disgusting.
Well, that account has Twitch Prime access, so I don't think it is a bot. They're genuinely, one of the other streams I follow did find
Liam Burke.
that it wasn't a hacked account that was distributing the link in his channel.
Gotcha, buddy. Patch is gonna love this. Oh, shit. The fucking golden boy.
Sally. Yeah, that's true. Life is very smooth stop motion. Oh, Quantum Ripple. There's the ram in the background. They really don't do much. They're just background objects and conversations. But there's a dude holding the statuette that I found.
Gotcha.
Slash pressed X on.
Charlie. I need a favor.
Yeah.
Could we talk somewhere private?
I'd really rather not.
In your office would be good.
I'll download the episodes after the stream so that
Yeah.
they should be smoother in the future.
So what happened with Joyce?
Oh, there was nothing there.
Huh? There's nothing there? He just wasn't there? Like, or what?
No, Hatch, he reassigned me. He wants me to secure the perimeter lab on the island. He thinks Joyce might go there. He sent me here to get access to it. Can you help me out?
Yeah, sure. Let me see what I can do.
Thank you.
You know, it's really funny that you say that that lead on Joyce was no good because I don't know. It sure looks like he was there. And that other guy kind of looks like you, but that's weird because you work for Monarch, and that guy clearly, clearly does not work for Monarch.
Are you really gonna threaten the
Now,
security guy?
Wait, stop killing me! Because I just put a high security alert out on your ass. You got about 20 seconds.
You're bluffing.
Hey, you're welcome to stick around and try to find out.
You know what I'm gonna do to you.
I have a pretty good idea what Monarch's gonna do to you. In about 15, 14, 13, 12.
He's a man with a plan.
11, 10. Good luck, buddy. 9, 8. We need all points converged on Liam Burke. He's armed and dangerous. Listen up, he's on level B, near the main overpass.
Just a reminder to Monarch employees, get your flu shots. They are free of charge. Get them in HR.
Yes, flu shot. Violence!
Fucking idiots!
Well, he is going down the up escalator.
He's not invincible. He's not a fucking superhero.
Dude, get off the radio.
Brenner, I'm dealing with it. Yeah, I know. He's in the building. Yeah.
It's a weird staircase. I don't like it. I don't like it, chat.
South parking structure. I repeat, south parking structure, 4th floor.
I hope that wasn't the company car, because that would probably be tracked. High likelihood of it being tracked anyway.
2nd floor. Gotta cut him off.
That guy's just like, what do you think I'm doing it for?
He's heading out the entrance.
God, Remedy really do like that live action sequences, don't they?
No, come on! Okay, he's heading south on Eastman.
Drive faster, Liam.
Phantom team, he's headed to you. He's flying. Look out.
Copy.
Cut him off. Go.
Cut him off. What did you do? Cut him. Don't. Look.
You got this.
Make up your mind. Make up your mind, dude.
Stick with them. Get me alongside him.
Bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Bang.
God, get him! 3rd Street. He's headed to the alley.
Copy that.
Corner it.
Why would you turn down that area? Was that gun loaded? I couldn't see if there's a magazine in it or not. There you go. End of episode 1. Thanks, subtitles. Quantum Break. Act 2. Perfect place to hide something.
Let's talk about the dry dock incident. Monarch operatives transported you from the university to the Ground Zero operation at the shipyard.
Still upset about that, huh?
You were secured, unconscious.
Will?
That was dramatic. It was.
Liam Burke went to retrieve you, and you were gone. How?
Sleepwalking.
Step away! Right now!
You've 3 seconds till I pull,
Had better reflexes.
and you're a marksman.
We know how this plays out. Because we just saw this at the start of the TV episode that was about 20 minutes long. Yeah, let's be having that.
We know Beth Wilder assisted you in some manner.
Then I'm guessing you know the rest.
No, because everybody who saw what you did next is now dead.
What?
I didn't have a clue where I was or why. Never questioned it because it didn't feel real. Still waiting to wake up.
Use time vision when it's associated power icons flash and locate chronon sources. Oh, okay. Bright, flashy white light. Gotcha. Collecting chronon sources allows Jack to upgrade his powers. Press the menu button, the settings button to do it. Okay. I guess these are like cutscenes, maybe?
Your brother was hired as head advisor on Project Promenade.
Okay, so cool. Let's do upgrades and then go through the new content. One more chronon. I've got one upgrade available. Active pulse using time dodgers hammers will temporarily reveal enemy positions. Time stop. Durability increases. Focus time lasts longer. Recover from damage faster while within the time shield radius. That's probably what I'm going to go with. Cool. Okay, let's have these diaries.
I ordered Martin Hatch to execute his PR campaign. The university mission was a success, but at a great cost. I can't afford unwanted attention, not yet. We need to cover our tracks. Shift the blame. Jack's transport never arrived at the Ground Zero operation. Martin wants to use the media as a tool to find him. Turn the city against him. I know where I'll see him again. The visions have made that clear. Seeing Jack at the university,
Yes, the visions.
it awakened something in me.
You should follow them.
An admonition of what was coming. A reminder of how it all started. Who I once was. 17 years ago, I performed a test that caused a fracture in time. I was to blame. I came to terms with that very quickly. It took far longer to accept that there was nothing I could do to stop it. I built Monarch from the shadows.
This
Waited
is
17 years for that moment to arrive again.
overly long.
Thought I was ready. This was my greatest struggle to date. Feeling the moment approaching, simply allowing such a tragedy to occur, knowing any action I would take to prevent it would simply make it so. And now it's here. We are the only ones prepared for what comes next. My plan was in motion. The time for hiding is over. Okay, so you unlock them by finding the collectibles. Sure.
How close were you with Serene before the experiment?
He'd been looking out for me ever since we were kids. When my parents passed away, Paul's family made sure I got back on my feet. You know, Will wasn't around much. I never did have a tendency to make things easy for myself. Guess I dragged Paul into my mess. We spent a lot of time looking for trouble. We found it. He got out, I didn't.
You said you owed him one.
He saw the path I was on, where I'd end up if I stayed. He got me out of the country, told me to never look back. Until now, I never did. Yeah, you know, we were close.
We're close. Operative word there.
Your brother was hired as head advisor on Project Promenade. Given William's concerns with the project, why do you think he accepted the position?
He knew he had to get on the inside if he was going to put a stop to it. I've got a better question for you. Why did Monarch secretly push to get my brother hired if they knew he was a threat? You wanted him there. Why?
That is simply untrue. Monarch invested heavily in the university experiment. It made sense to offer our own Cronin researcher, Dr. Kim, as the lead developer on the project. Kim's death was a tragedy for us all. But when he passed, we...
Don't play games with me.
Excuse me?
Look, you forget that I know things I didn't back then. I know what really happened to Dr. Kim.
Le gasp.
Exactly are you inferring?
You want me to tell the truth? Then it goes both ways.
Are Monarch lying, chat?
October 9th, 0400 hours. Monarch operation moves into the university in 15 minutes. This is it. Years of training, all leading up to this moment. Just need to keep my cover just a little bit longer. Monarch's objective is to apprehend Jack and William Joyce.
Bad guys.
Alive, if possible.
Are they? Le
If
gasp.
he told me is true, then this operation is going to end in a shitstorm. It's up to me to make sure Jack gets out of this thing in one piece, but I can't risk blowing my cover just yet. The notebook didn't give me any orders regarding William. Still not sure how Jack is the key to all of this if William is the one with all the answers. We're about to find out. Okay. It's time to do this. Beth Wilder, signing off.
Beep boop 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 pop. Okay, right, and there's Dominic Moynihan looking like a crazy guy. That's everything. Neato. Okay, I guess I was at the wrong place to... Sure, why not?
The old industrial area. Why am I here?
Oh look, it's Beth and Liam. About to shoot each other.
Only way forward.
TIE vision to highlight destructible objects in the environment. I'm getting the message that detective vision, because that's what this is incredibly important.
Huh. Well, that's weird.
Time triggers. Some time triggers allow Jack to manipulate the timeline of specific objects, so I can make them appear again. Take a slight right run to the end of the room. There it is.
All right.
So let's rewind time. Hang on, where's the next collectible? Narrative object. Warehouse monitoring room, there's a map.
Okay, doesn't last. Noted.
Well, no, because you
When the
kind of-
fracture broke time, some objects became unstable. With my new abilities, I could manipulate their timelines, rewind them.
Seems safe. What? I'm gonna make that joke every time, by the way. Or every time I remember to. Hero landing. God damn it, Jack. You disappointed me.
Word from Burke on Jack Joyce's position.
Very well. Ready a chopper for me at the dry dock. I'm heading to the island.
Roger. We'll have the chopper.
Seeing Paul's face on that screen, it was some kind of sick reminder. I couldn't escape what had happened, what he did. I needed to know why, but part of me wanted to put a fucking bullet in his head before he
call going off.
Want us to send additional teams to search for Joyce?
Negative. Focus efforts in our PR campaign. Amy Ferrero's confession goes live in a matter of minutes.
What about Jack Joyce?
Once that confession hits the air, the whole city will be looking for him. He'll have nowhere to turn. He'll come to me tonight.
At the gala? You're sure?
Positive.
But I'm not a bad guy. I'm not.
Monarch had bought out the entire industrial district for their operation. It'd make for an easy escape.
So I've read all that text before, so I'm not going to reread it. Grab the assault rifle. Grab the ammo. I suspect the laptop has a collectible on it. Yep. And the poster as well. So that's a quantum ripple. Alright. They keep appearing top right, so I'll move the webcam so you can see them. Where's the alert box? Whoop. So every now and then a yellow icon will appear top right, and that's where the quantum ripples, where they there are minor changes to the live action TV shows. Charlie Wincott, that a-hole. Monarch PR plan to Ground Zero up all. Hey Jarheads, just got word from Martin Hatch. Apparently our almighty overlord, JK, Paul Serene, has given the green light to our PR proposal. We're implementing a broad PR strategy to deal with the public reaction to the university operation. That means you will all be working with me directly for the next several hours, whether you like it or not. That's directed at you, Dave. First up, news broadcast. I've skimmed through the list of witnesses pulled from the university and marked the best candidate to deliver our false confession. Amy Ferrero. Perfect mix of hot and sad puppy. Media will eat her up. Green screen and recording equipment being prepped as we speak. Time is of the essence. I need that video shot and delivered to me within the next half hour in order to get it to the media in time. So get her ready for her 15 minutes of fame. We're going to be pinning all this on Jack Joyce, that wacky little domestic terrorist rascal. Somebody needs to take the fall, right? The device that Monarch stole from the university, but Charlie isn't allowed to know any further details about due to his security clearance, has been airlifted to the Ground Zero operation. I'm arranging covert transport to its final destination at Monarch Tower. I'll be your eye in the sky monitoring traffic to make sure the route is clear. Also, I want my security clearance upgraded once this shit calms down. Level 4? Bullshit. Still searching for Joyce. Transport disappeared after entering the Ground Zero perimeter. Digging through our hundreds of camera feeds to see if anything comes up. Even if we can't locate him ourselves, it's not like Joyce can go anywhere without somebody spotting him once Ferrero does her thing. Liam Burke is leading the search party on the ground. $5 to anybody who can make Burke smile. That's all for now. The brain to your bronze. Charlie. So Charlie's an a-hole. Also, the guide I'm following, if you pick the hardline option, like some of the collectibles are in a different place and slightly different. So obviously when we're talking about PR, for example. And then poster. Monarch's PR strategy poster. Monarch Solutions PR contingency plan. University campus operation. Media control team leader Charlie Wincott, IT security specialist. 1. Amy Ferrero, confession video, admission of guilt. Sympathetic, protest takes the blame for library incident. Blame shifted to protesters. Build up, protest leader with criminal background Jack Joyce. Keyword terrorist activity, lost control, dangerous criminal. 2. News leak, confession to media. Push emphasis onto protest to focus questions, Monarch stop terrorist attack. 3. Fear tactics, build witch hunt. Build witch hunt, public focus on searching for Jack Joyce, terrorist. Threat containment, team leader Liam Burke. Monarch security. 1. Find Jack Joyce. Joyce transport less seen entering Ground Zero perimeter. Never arrived at rendezvous. Rendezvous is misspelled. Missing. Insider suspected. Someone is helping Jack Joyce. Find and terminate. Long-term strategy. Team leader Martin Hatch, security officer. 1. Monarch Island annual gala. Send invitations to all lifeboat participants. Paul Serene speech 8:30 p.m. Reveal CFR to reassure investors. 2. Lifeboat protocol test. December 9th. Details classified. 3. Chronon Tech Phase 3 rollout. Invite lifeboat participants. Dr. Sophia Amaral tech demonstration. New Juggernaut plating. That doesn't sound great. Chronon harness civilian prototype. 3. Weapons demonstration. Invite lifeboat participants. First weapons test on Chronon saturated individual. Dr. Kim Lab. Have specimen ready. Oops. Guards, elevator, second level. And that, my friends, is how you execute evil overlord company PR marketing strategy.
Hey, what's Reaper Squad doing with those video cameras up in A3?
Looks like some bitch named Amy's gonna be the poster girl for Serene's PR campaign. Filming confession videos. We blew the library to create misdirection. The media's gonna latch to that, and Amy's gonna tell them the protesters were behind the whole thing.
You honestly think that's gonna be enough? We made a hell of a lot of noise out there.
Well, you haven't seen Serene and Hatch work their net.
It's here! Joyce is here!
Damn it. This time I count.
Swapping mags! Positive ID on Joyce! Oh, son of a bitch! What?
Language. This is a family-friendly stream. It's not. You can swear all you want. There you go. How many are left? That guy's gonna have a bad day.
Changing mags! Fire support!
Yeah, you don't have any.
Shotgun advancing!
Really? Where? Who? What? I guess he's just outside the range of time vision, huh? Reloading shotgun.
Move up to the flank.
Okay.
I think it's Joyce.
James, Jack, thank you. I don't know why I said James. James Joyce is an author. That knockback really throws me for a loop. Also, I'm terrible at aiming, so, you know, that's a problem as well.
That's for Will.
Okay. I'm good with the assault rifle I never used.
This elevator looks like the only way out of here.
Oh, that's the...
There's got to be a generator around here
So I
somewhere.
grabbed the shotgun there. And then I'll just go back and grab the ammo from the bag, and we'll be all good. If I can... Joke's on me, the game won't let me go through again. So I've got to hope for some more shotgun ammo, I guess. I didn't touch that piece of wood, it just broke.
There we go.
Still power to the lift. Boop. It's back. Oh god, the gremlin's back.
What's that?
It's an earpiece, Jack. It's an earpiece, that's what it is.
Hello?
Jack, this is Beth Wilder.
Beth.
You're
the one my brother was looking for.
I'm the one who was attempting to rescue your ass until you decided to go on a gun-blazing ship parade through that warehouse. Now listen closely.
What
You're
language?
at the outskirts of a Monarch Cronin harvesting operation, and Paul Serene is at the dry docks nearby. Not a recipe for fun times. So how about
Dry docks. If Paul's at the dry docks, then that's where I'm
No!
headed.
Jack,
No, don't go
capture
there.
is our only priority now.
Don't do it, Jack.
Time
No.
is ending. Will said he...
Will's dead. My best friend came back a goddamn monster. He knew this would happen. He prepared for it. Paul's the key to understanding all this, and I'm gonna find...
We both know that if you find Serene, you're not gonna be asking questions.
Boop.
Think this through.
Looking real serious there, Shawn Ashmore. Okay. Cool. So sometimes they're above you. Gotcha. Rescue companion. There's a laptop. He's from Animorphs. He also plays Iceman in X-Men, in the X-Men films. Let's go with that. I don't have Time Rush yet, I guess. Costs 4. Okay, so it's 146 is the tier costs. Cool. Might as well just grab all the basic level
I was
abilities.
at the dry docks in the distance. I recognized the place. William had a workshop in that industrial area for years. I knew that couldn't be a coincidence.
Not a coincidence. What? Oh.
I did what you said, okay?
What's that?
Please.
Guns drawn, something's happening.
You did good, Amy. Broadcast just went out, but Hatch wants a follow-up confession. You got the script?
Yeah, this one's more reflective. Like, wish we could undo what we done sort of deal. Dave will feed you the lines.
Dave?
Num lines.
You're using your names. You're not letting me go, are you? You're never letting me go. Please.
What was that?
They don't make this easy.
You gonna shoot? Fuck your camera. You gonna shoot? You gonna let me reload? Cool, cool. Okay, you're done.
Fine.
I know. Go in here. He friendly? Apparently so, but I can't progress without killing him.
Jack Joyce.
You. From the protest. What do you...
I am so sorry. I didn't want to, but they made me do it.
They made you do what? What is this place?
They forced me to make false confessions for the news, I think.
I need
so
the
sorry,
laptop
Jack.
behind me.
They were armed.
Hey, whatever you did, it's not your fault. None of this is your fault. I'm just glad you're okay.
So if you pick the hardline approach, they kill her and there's someone else to rescue. Boopity boop 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 bop. Paul Serene, re-grants their operation to Sophia Amaral. However, the original email. Fracture and your health. Paul, the fracture occurred at exactly...
I knew
Amy.
Marek was
God
doing
damn it.
something, but this is completely fucked up.
Not only did you interrupt me, Amy, you swore as well. The fracture occurred at exactly 4:15 AM, just as you predicted. However, the stutter seemed to be occurring at an alarming rate, much more frequently than we expected. I know better than to question your knowledge on the matter, but I just want to be sure that the timeline you propose grants us enough time for what must be done. You didn't receive your treatment before you left. I can't stress how important it is that you continue consistent treatments or the efficiency will dwindle. We can't afford for your sickness to intensify. Not now. Please come to the island to receive your treatment as soon as time permits. I'm worried about you, Dr. Sophia Amaral. Sophia, yes, the fracture has begun, and yes, it will take its inevitable course. But you worry too much. I understand your concerns, but our preparations will be ready by the time it has run its course. Keep in mind that I've been to the end of time. I've seen how this plays out. We've taken every precaution necessary Now we just need to make sure that the pieces fall into place. We cannot cancel the gala tonight. The team needs reassurance that our plan is moving forward without further complications. Even those who aren't aware of the lifeboat protocol need a guarantee that their efforts are not in vain. They need to know that I'm in control. The university was only the first step. Now the real work begins. I am almost finished up at Ground Zero. I will head to the island for my treatment very soon. I couldn't have done this without you, Sophia. Paul. Next narrative object. I draw a bottle. Cool. Sorry, the icon was pulsing. I assume it's something outside. Oh. Could be that right there, actually. Martin Hatch prescription contains Chronon. He has the time vision. And then I assume I must leave first. Okay. Cool. Good to know.
Listen, I need to get to the dry docks. Do you know the way?
No, I don't think so. But they took me in through a security station nearby. I can help you find a way through there.
I'm sure it'll be a conveniently signposted route.
The security station is right over there.
Yeah, but we're not over there, are we? We're over here.
Oh, I knew Monarch had a dark side, but this? They're controlling the entire media, everything.
They can't cover this up. It's too big.
They can. Trust me.
That was not a hero landing, Jack. Ooh, can I go in here?
It's locked. There must be a gate control around somewhere.
Yeah, I'll check.
Oh, here. Here it is.
Monarch's twisting
I'm good at doors,
the story
remember?
for the media, claiming the Hey, it worked. It's not holding long. I don't think you're fast enough.
That can be fixed.
That's a Chronon source. Just check how I get into it. Okay, cool. I'll be looping back to that.
Oh my god.
That was close.
You're just like them.
Like who?
I saw them on the way in. These geared up soldiers that blink in and out.
Beep boop.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop. Blink.
Oh, that's something new to look forward to.
You know, I thought I was...
Okay. So, well, how do I get to this collectible? Go through the gap in the train cars, turn around using nearby crate to climb on top of the cars. There are several gaps in the train cars guide. Which one?
losing my mind when I saw that. You're part of this.
Ah, this one.
I need to know what's going on.
You really want to open that can of worms?
Yeah, but you can wait a moment, Amy.
You just defied physics. I'm entitled to all the worms.
All right, my brother tried to explain. Time is an egg, which is now fucked. A time egg, which is... it's fucked. It's like broken. I don't know.
What? Why is there an egg?
What do we got here? Time is ending. Monarch has something to do with it. Get me to the dry docks, and I'll
Really
find
not
out
good
why.
at explaining. The time egg or something. It's broken. I don't really. Man, that's a rusty piece of equipment. There's an upgrades. Let's grab the next two upgrades. Okay, so now I've got tier 1 for everything. And if I get a new power, I've got 1 spare point. Neato. Oh, I mean that
Yeah,
window, probably.
That should work. Wait here.
Okay, well, I'll fill you in with what I know, but when you put the pieces together, it all goes banana pancakes.
Banana pancakes sound great.
Everyone thinks that Monarch is run by this smarmy asshole named Martin Hatch, but everyone here answers to a guy named Paul Serene. And apparently he founded Monarch in 1999. Now, here's the thing. Paul Serene is the exact name of a guy who was heading some top secret physics project at my university. So it's gotta be the same guy, right? Wrong. Now, I heard that Monarch was there to steal the project from the university, but why steal something from yourself? Also,
Gasp.
I saw that guy Paul Serene on campus once, and he looked like 30 years old. So if he started Monarch in 1999, that would make him 14. So unless he's a Doogie Howser for corporate America, that's impossible. Banana fucking pancakes.
Banana pancakes, again, sound
So
great.
Paul founded Monarch.
Good.
Need to get up to that open window.
In case you're wondering, he does not move very well. It's kind of a sluggish platformer, if I'm being honest. Yeah, but stuff over here, so... Yeah, but collectible. She wants to fuck banana pancakes? I mean, maybe she does. Okay, so the next one is just plot progression. Maybe his muscles just feel stiff. We'll be in there. Oh, man. Yes, we have. I think that the fact I can hear you from so far away means that you're shouting pretty loudly, and considering we're trying to be quiet right about now. Please don't. Yeah, I get the point, game. I know where you want me to go. I was grabbing collectibles. God damn it. Amy! Be quiet. Fine. I use my time powers. Unless I just have to go over to the...
Is that another one of
Oh,
those
there we go.
rewind things? Starting to get the hang of that. That's it.
Amy, you mean this window? This window right here? This one? Is this the window you meant? Oh, good. You're quiet now. Joy.
Made it. Now to get to that door.
Yeah, but anything to pick up first? Not up here. Cool. That's a technical drawing of something. It's like a lift. That's good. Oh, that's a radio. Let's play the radio.
Mr. Serene's chopper is inbound for...
Hey, Clarice?
Did you forget this is HQ Alpha. Charlie, I told you to stay off the operations channel.
Sure, Clarice, listen. Hatch told me to search for Joyce. I've got footage of Bert taking out a guard in A1. Back of Monarch truck was left open. Now I'm checking cameras in A3 and guards are either sleeping on the job or, you know, not sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Catch my drift?
Joyce.
With a trajectory towards kicking over some expensive-ass sandcastles. Look, I'm gonna keep looking for him. I'm just giving you a heads up, okay? Over an hour or whatever.
I'll let her in.
Finally. Good work. I need to make this right. I'm gonna use the terminal up here and try and dig up what Monarch's really up to.
Jill? Were you with Proudly Used at uni?
An eyewitness on the scene. Amy, tell us, what is going on here?
There were people from our group
Guess we'll
who
watch
took
this first.
things too far. Shit. Things got very violent.
I'm so sorry, Jack.
And
They
that
forced me to
violence
do it.
was
I know.
because of Jack Joyce.
There's nothing you could have
Sounds
done.
like a terrifying scene down there. We really
That
appreciate
map
your
over there should help you
bravery
figure
going
out a
on
route.
record to speak out against
lips aren't
what
moving.
appears to be such a dangerous person.
Oh, there's a QR code there. I wonder what happens if you scan it.
Jack, you should take a look at the map.
Jill, were you with Prowler unit at the uni? Or Gil? Not sure which. Hearing all kinds of rumours that Jack Joyce took out 7 squads on his own. They're saying he's Chronon active without any kind of tech. We're getting stories about him freezing operators, disappearing into thin air. Even heard one about him being in 2 places at the same damn time. I thought it was all bullshit, but we just got word that his transport were missing after it entered Ground Zero perimeter. How the hell does that happen? We got reason to be alarmed. They're intending a shit over here. Ashton. It's all rumours and conjecture from what I hear. I wasn't at the university op. There's no way Joyce took out all those guards. He's just some random guy, not a trained assassin. The stories floating around make it sound like he's shooting laser beams out of his goddamn asshole. That sounds painful. Anyway, they got Liam Burke hunting him down right now, so I think it's safe to say Joyce is fucked. Off the record, I heard Paul Serene has been investigating a potential traitor within Monarch. Somebody's been accessing all kinds of confidential information. Remember that research Dr. Amaral was doing to refine a permanent cure for Serene's sickness? The rumour has it someone sabotaged the test. Somebody sabotaged the tests. Had to start over. Just a few weeks later, the uni op goes sour. Willing to bet the same person sabotaged us there. Keep your eyes peeled, man. Okay. Unfortunately, there's no way of tracking what narrative objects I've found and which I haven't. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, email, confession video, email, radio broadcast, and then it's just the Chronon source next.
Ground Zero. That's the same area my brother used to have his workshop. I may have to pass through there to get to Paul.
Paul? As in Paul Serene? That's why you're going to the dry docks.
Yes.
We have unfinished business. You may want to stay here until I'm done.
Where it's safe.
Yeah. I think you're right. I'll open the door for you.
Okay. Stay in contact. Find a radio. I'll be on channel 3. And be careful.
Yeah. You too.
And thanks for opening the door, Amy.
Still no word on Joyce's location.
Yeah, I heard his brother scream
It's
like a
behind
bitch when he
you.
died. When he shows his face, I'll make him do the same.
Son of a...
Press and hold right bumper to charge a time blast. Okay. Okay. Everybody gather around. You blasted time blasted through enemies once. That kind of feels like a plot achievement, if I'm being honest.
Jack? I found a radio. You okay?
Still kicking.
Cool, everyone's dead.
Monarch radio is lighting up. They heard a noise and know you're coming. Be careful out there.
Thanks for the heads up.
Okay. Everything went better than expected. Anyway, the collectible. Cool. No trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted. Not prosecutors will be violated. That is something completely different. That gives me 2, right? 1. Cool. Next collectible. Oh, the next 2 are in the same room. Cool. I wish there was a way to see how many collectibles you'd found. Oh. There is. Okay. I should really be quiet. So one of these should be the confession video. Cool. Also, all the collectibles are linked. There's a blue wavy line. It's all timeline-y stuff. Guess I'm not that good at doors after all. Oh, no, I'm good at doors.
Oh, great.
Shotgunner advancing on hostile.
Guess that's the Juggernaut.
You want to talk this out?
I think so.
Friendly under fire. Get behind him. Move in.
Where are you going, my friend? I used to be an adventurer like you till I took a round to the knee. I shot that man several times in the groin. Nope. Not the shotgun. That is not a long-range weapon. Hello, friend. Are you gonna move?
Flank him.
I guess you are now. And you're dead.
No, 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 no.
I kind of feel really mean doing that, but it's extremely satisfying at the same time. Okay. Cool. Neat. Sure. I'll try the advanced SMG. I mean, I'm using the pistol anyway, so it's just my preference.
Shotgunner advancing on a hostile.
Really?
How am I getting out of this?
That's impossible.
Okay, there's more in this room. And now you're dead. How do you feel about that?
It's that guy from the university.
I have a name. It's Jack. It's not James, it's Jack. This SMG is also terrible. I need another assault rifle. You're a coward. Oh, now you decide to move up. Ha! How'd that work out for you? The joke is I know it worked out poorly. It wasn't moving, so yeah.
Still okay out there?
Yeah. Any idea where I go next?
Well, before you said hi, Gatehouse Squad was talking about activating security measures to lock some door on the second floor.
That's a start. Thanks.
Guess I'll go to the second floor then. Oh, could it be this Monarch door right here?
Looks like a way out. Now, how do I get it open?
Well, the obvious answer is you... Did not work. Turns out it's not offensive when it's used on stationary objects. Anyway. Let's follow the yellow cable.
Hey, Jack. The husky lady on Monarch Radio seems to be unable to reach Gatehouse Squad. Remember the geared-up soldiers I mentioned who do the teleporty stuff you do?
Yeah.
Apparently, they're intending to say hi back. with a grudge. So there's that. Regarding some kind of chronon particle harvesting operation. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm looking into it. Keep you posted.
Rewind time a little to get in here. Okay. To Beth from Liam. Day before, 5:10 PM. Monarch concerns. Beth, I'm starting to grow suspicious about what's going on here. I have a hunch you feel the same way. I've been allowed a lot of freedom to come and go in my position, but it comes at a cost of very low clearance. Most members of the team know something I don't, and they're not eager to share. Tomorrow's operation is more than a simple retrieval mission. There are dates and times marked with detailed events that are expected to come to pass. I've seen charts with Fracture, 4:15 AM labelled. It's way too much detail for a plan. It's like it's all been mapped out. How? Something big is coming, I can feel it. They told us our directive is to protect our world from dangers that lie ahead. If that's so, then why do I get the feeling there's something coming that we're doing absolutely nothing to stop? And if everybody else knows this, then why the hell is nobody acting on it? I can't sit back and watch if there's even a chance that this could put Emily in danger. I need to know more. Serene won't answer my questions. Hatch is a closed book. I'm hoping you're an open one. Liam. Mr. Hatch, I've been monitoring company email servers and found something interesting. Just thought you might want to know that your golden boy has been a bit snoopy as of late, attaching his email below. So Charlie's just snooping on the snoopers.
Joyce just took out Gatehouse Squad and you still don't have eyes on him? What do they pay you for over there, huh?
Charlie, just tell me where he is.
Do I hear please?
Charlie?
Warehouse B4. Better hurry.
Storehouse 1. You heard him? Move in.
On our way.
I like how this time reversal effect is not temporary.
Hey, I just turned off security.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Jack, they're
As I
coming
say
your
that.
way.
I guess that was scripted. Oh, there we go, thank God. Oh. Time is stuttering, I guess. There we go. That took way longer than it ought to. Way longer than it ought. May have held the trigger a bit too long though. Yeah, that's a plan. Let me know how that works out for you. Okay, good for now. I'm not good for now. I'm good for now. Okay, any assault rifles that I can grab ammo for. Cool. I think that's maximum ammo on the assault rifle. I've got the shotgun I keep forgetting about. Before I go any further, 100% collectibles. Oh, it tells that's what the blue number is. Time is stuttering again, so that's great. Act 2, Part 2, Ground Zero. There are 3 parts in Act 2. So hopefully I can finish Act 2 today.
Yeah. I did some digging. This Chronon operation is harvesting some kind of fuel. It's used to power a device called the CFR. Ever heard of it?
CFR? No, what is it?
I'm not sure, but it looks like it's at the center of everything Monarch's doing.
Just waiting for
The
this to
thing
play
they
out.
stole from the university, this operation, everything's linked to the CFR somehow.
What the hell is Paul up to?
Well, I guess we'll find out. I mean, that's some good shelving. That did not even flex. I've encountered shelving like that. That will tilt like a mofo.
Let's do this.
Like a pinball machine. Create stutter by destroying Chronon. Cool.
Sophia Amaral. Monarch's resident Chronon scientist. Well, she must know a lot of the same stuff Will did.
Yes! Yes! Sorry, I dig burst fire weapons.
Okay. It's that guy from the university.
Really? Okay, I guess that wasn't going to explode unless it's already exploded.
Don't get too close.
What am I stuck on? I was stuck on a box. They do reference this from the university a lot. It is true. Totally got stuck on a box there. Whoops. Grab that
Sophia
again.
Amaral. Monarch's resident Chronon scientist. Well, she must know a lot of the same stuff Will did.
Right, and then kind of hide in here, I guess.
He's all over us.
That was weird. Okay, shotgun is dead. That's really what I was concerned about. Behind cover, Jack. Okay. There's the box that killed me. Okay, they're going left. So I too will go left.
Engaging. I'm empty.
Okay, that went weirdly, but I will take any victory I can get at this point. Oh, hang on. Just look after that, please. Thank you very much.
Gotta find a way out of here.
Okay, where's the collectible? Now I've killed everyone in this room in a variety of interesting and cruel manners. Ways. Back of the room. Cool. See if there's anything else to interact with to gain additional insight into the world.
No clear exit down here. May have to head upward.
Also, of course, shotgun ammo would be lovely. I'll keep the...
There's got to be something I can use to get up there.
Burst fire pistol, I think, for now. They seem pretty liberal with the different pistol types, so if I need to change, obviously I can. Well, hopefully I can. This is not an email chain. From Sophia Amaral to Chronon Tech 2 phase milestone Chronon Tech phase 2 milestones to Monarch Chronon research personnel. I can speak. I can read real good. Sending a quick email to make sure that all divisions of the Chronon R&D department are on schedule. As you know, Monarch will be moving to phase 3 on October the 9th upon completion of the university operation. High-level milestone deliverables for phase 2 are as follows. Ground Zero harvesting up. By the end of phase 2, we expect to have officially harvested enough Chronon particles from the Ground Zero operation to fuel necessary Chronon tech indefinitely. Access to the red zone should be completely prohibited from this point forward. All harvesting equipment will be dismantled and returned to Monarch Tower during phase 3. CFR research or research regarding the CFR must be complete and the CFR must be returned to Monarch Tower for safekeeping. Lifeboat. Prototype testing phase of the lifeboat should be complete. Further testing will commence once the CFR is returned to Monarch Tower. Chronon tech. Alpha build tech must be complete for all armor and weaponry. Beta tech will commence during phase 3. Dampener must have reached approved proof of concept deliverables. Please read the milestone booklet to make sure all departmental deliveries are achieved. Dr. Sophia Amaral, Head of Research. Next collectible is very close. Oh right, I've got that upgrade. Completely forgot. Really? Fine. How do I get up there? Not that way. Some bullet holes, some explosion marks there. It's telling me over here. I guess I missed something. I like the sci-fi vibe. Does Jack stand when he's like, yeah, this is his standing pose. I think the objective mark is broken. I see the doorway over there. How do I... Yeah, I can't open that door. Time to run very carefully along all of the walls. See if I'm missing anything. Which, you know, I probably am. Okay, right, well, that's, you know, a thing. Portage portable toilets. Nope. I wondered if that was a clue to shoot them, to break them, but nope.
Oh. Not your average elevator.
Figured it out. Okay. That was probably painful to watch for anyone who's played the game before. If anyone in chat's played this before, anyway. Okay.
Jack, I found documents here about some kind of private gala Marnek is hosting tonight.
Tonight? After everything that's happened?
It has something to do with their future plans. Serene's delivering a speech, and the guest list has everybody from Monarch higher-ups to big-shot scientists to the mayor of Riverport, which raises the question, why now?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
I played it. Looks interesting. It is. Although, as I've said, I'm a
there we go.
Huge Remedy fan, so kind of biased. And it's as close as I can get to Control for now. Although you best believe as soon as I can afford Control, I'm playing Control. 3, I don't have 4 yet. Next one. Cool, front of the car. And just like that, away! First of all, is there anything down here though? I mean, there's no collectibles, but sometimes there's little clues. Nah.
Okay. Getting closer, I think. Now, which way's the dry dock?
I think something's supposed to be there. Trailer note. Trailer generator crapped itself, hooked up the car, use that until maintenance gets around to this. Okay, using an electric car to power it. Okay, okay. There's a collectible in the car.
Okay, looks like the trailer has power now.
Filling in for Bobby Radford. Bobby's taking a little break for health reasons. I'm sure you'll all join me in wishing him a speedy recovery. Just take all the time you need, Bobby. We've got your back. Now, not to get too serious on you right out of the gate, but here's the latest on the awful tragedy down at Riverport University. The authorities are now looking for Jack Joyce, believed to be the mastermind behind the terrorist action at the university and personally responsible for several deaths. Details are still scarce, but it's believed Joyce's own brother, William Joyce, is among the dead.
The gasp.
Little about Joyce is known yet, but given the actions of the activist group he was part of, it is now clear that allowing the anti-corporate protest to continue has backfired at a great human cost. Joyce's current whereabouts are unknown. Fortunately, security personnel from Monarch Solutions were on site and managed to intervene, saving countless lives. We'll keep you updated as this story develops. And now, some music.
I got that briefcase we lifted from William Joyce's car. Laid out the contents in the trailer. You want me to go through?
No. Serene wants the first look. Till then, hands off.
What? Anyway. Enemies remain revealed for longer. Larger size of time stop. Focus time lasts even longer. Probably just go for the time shield upgrade, to be fair.
Paul's men had taken the briefcase from Will's car, dumped the contents on the table. Will had said he needed something from his briefcase.
Magically opening briefcase?
Wasn't much there, but his phone and a key to the Bradbury swimming pool. Not the most obvious clues.
Jack, it's Beth. Monarch just got footage of your lady friend sniffing around some confidential Monarch files. Kind of a big no-no around here.
Amy, I gotta go back for her.
Don't. I'll pick her up. Where are you?
I'm on my way to Paul at the dry docks.
Serene's not the priority. I'm getting you out of there.
Is the
I'll
stream
meet you
still
at the
working?
dry docks. Channel 1 is the Monarch frequency. Use it to keep ahead of them. And Jack, don't do anything stupid.
Ah, thanks for the vote of confidence.
I just noticed that the bitrate just dropped twice in quick succession. You haven't missed much. This is a script, I guess. Oh my god, this is... Okay. I see. Okay, so that's not
Amy,
an email
you
chain.
okay out there?
So I'm going to read it.
Shit.
Went down, a bit refreshing. That was okay. Yeah, the Twitch dashboard shows me the bitrate, and it did drop twice in quick succession to like 0. So that's probably why. I just hope it hasn't bulked up the YouTube recording. Hey, from Bruce Livingston, my screenplay, 3 exclamation marks, the sure sign of an unsigned mind, to Sophia Amaral. Hey, Dr. Amaral, we haven't talked too much, but I'm one of Serene's guys from Reaper Squad. Working around all this time tech stuff, or Chronon Tech you call it, I guess, got me really inspired, so I started writing a screenplay. There's a lot of science talk in here, so I want a scientist to check it out and make sure it kind of makes sense. Would you mind taking a look? Thanks. Here is the first half. Time Knife. Written by Bruce Livingston, Act 1, Interior Office, Night. Bruce Savage stands in his office. He is sexually attractive. Somebody knocks on Bruce's door, and he opens it. It's a scientist lady. She looks like a librarian with glasses, but she's actually a scientist. You can tell, because she has a lab coat. Lady Scientist, help me! Bruce, okay. Lady Scientist, take this knife, because some bad apples are trying to steal it, and it is very important. Bruce, okay. Lady Scientist, what is your name, handsome? Bruce, I'm Bruce. Let's shake hands. Quick reminder, wash your hands after shaking someone's hand. Or preferably, don't shake someone's hand. Bruce and Lady Scientist shake hands. Lady Scientist, wow! You almost broke my hand with that handshake. You are definitely a tough guy. She is impressed with Bruce's strength. She looks at his large biceps like they are delicious pieces of ham, but she doesn't want to eat them. Lady Scientist, here is the knife. The Lady Scientist hands Bruce the knife. It looks mostly like a knife, but also like a time machine because it is both a knife and a time machine. But Bruce doesn't know that yet. Goons break through the window and shoot the scientist lady. She dies. Scientist lady, avenge me! Bruce, okay. Bruce kills the goons with his legs by doing lots of kicking at them. They are dead, real quick. Bruce, looks like I got a leg up on you guys. The audience probably laughs here, so Bruce waits to deliver his next line for around 5 seconds so that everybody has calmed down. Bruce, what is so special about this knife? Bruce stabs the knife into his chair. The chair disappears. Bruce, the chair, disappeared. He looks at a picture on his wall, which is a big photograph from 1932, with lots of people from 1932 in it. Bruce's chair is in the picture. Bruce, interesting. My chair travelled back in time to 1932 when I stabbed it. When I stab things, they travel through time. That explains why this knife looks like a knife, but also like a time machine, because it is both. Bruce's real goofy friend from across the hall runs into the room. He trips on something on the floor. His name is Slobbo. He isn't as fat as his name sounds. Slobbo, oh yeah! That is Slobbo's catchphrase. He says it in a real funny way. Scientist lady. Bruce, you saved my life. The scientist lady was only faking being dead. Scientist lady. Are you married? Bruce, only to my job. Scientist lady, I find that attractive, but also respectable. She kisses Bruce's cheek. Slobbo, what about my cheek? Oh, man. That is Slobbo's other catchphrase, which he says in a different, but equally funny way. Bruce waits for a few seconds for the audience to stop laughing before speaking. Bruce. Wait. Those lips were man lips, not woman lips. Bruce pulls off the scientist lady's wig. She is actually Bruce's boss, Paul Marine. Paul Marine is a douche. Bruce. My boss. But why? Paul Marine. I wanted you to kill those guys because they wanted me dead. I knew you were real tough so you could kill them easy, but I don't respect you as an employee, so I always make you do the shitty jobs, even though you've been working at my company more than most of the other guys and are real smart. Also, I don't like you because my girlfriend finds you sexually attractive. Bruce. Now I understand. Paul Marine, give me my time knife back. Paul Marine snaps his fingers and 73 goons surround Bruce. Paul Marine. You can't kill 73 goons, so just give up. Bruce. I don't have time for this. Bruce stabs himself with the time knife and disappears. Slobbo. He time traveled using the time knife. Bruce opens the door. Now, he is twice as jacked. Paul Marine. You're even more sexually attractive. How is this possible? Bruce. I stabbed myself and travelled to the past, then trained in all kinds of martial arts to become even stronger. I also strapped explosive into everybody's boots in the past so that when I press this detonator, you will all explode. Slobbo. Oh yeah. Bruce. I'm glad I have stocks in this company. Paul Marine. Why? Bruce. Because business is booming. Bruce. Presses the detonator. All 73 goons blow up like eggs in the microwave. Paul Marine doesn't explode. Luckily, I used my metal detector this morning and found the explosives. So I switched boots with somebody else. Say, Slobbo. Whose boots are you wearing? Slobbo. No! Slobbo explodes. Bruce, my best friend. You'll pay for this. Paul Marine, you don't want to stab me with that time knife. Bruce. Why not? Paul Marine, because I'm actually you from the future. Bruce. That doesn't make sense. Paul Marine. Yes, it does. Remember that the time knife is also a time machine. I am you from the future, but I stabbed myself with the time knife in order to come back here and do all of this. Bruce. But we don't look the same. Paul Marine. That is a good point, and I'm glad you brought it up. First time I travelled 700 years into the future, to a time where humans have created advanced technology that allows surgeries that completely change people's faces and bodies. I had this surgery performed so that you wouldn't be able to recognise me, but I'm actually you in disguise. I can prove it because I know many things about you. Bruce. Like what? Paul Marine. You have a birthmark on your left ankle. Bruce. I do have a birthmark on my left ankle. I am starting to believe you now. Paul Marine. You should, because even though I have a new body, I kept that birthmark on my ankle so that when I met you, I could prove that I was actually you from the future. I will show you. Paul lifts up the left leg of his pants, but there is no birthmark. Instead, there is an ankle holster for a gun. Paul pulls out the gun and aims it at Bruce. Paul Marine. I was lying this whole time. I'm not actually you. I was just saying all of that so that I could get my gun. Bruce. Son of a bitch. Paul Marine. Also, in the future I melted the time knife and turned it into bullets. Those bullets now in this gun, which means that I can shoot you but also send you through time all at once. Finally, you will be out of my way so that I can marry my girlfriend Sophine later today, before you're able to tell her that I'm a real shitty guy. Bruce. I didn't know you were getting married today. Paul Marine. I know. My girlfriend Sophine made an invitation for you because she admires you and thinks you're attractive. But I destroyed the invitation and then lied to her and said I gave it to you at work because I'm an evil guy. But now I'm here to give you a different invitation. To your funeral. Paul Marine shoots at Bruce. Slobbo jumps in front of Bruce. No! Slobbo wasn't actually dead. He jumps in front of the bullets and is shot several times. Now, he's actually dying. Slobbo, avenge me. Bruce, okay. Bruce goes to attack Paul Marine, but now Paul Marine has disappeared. Bruce, he's gone. Slobbo is dying on the ground, covered in blood. His body is red like a hot dog, covered in lots of ketchup. Slobbo, you must stop the wedding. You are totally a better guy and clearly more attractive than Paul. You should be dating his girlfriend Sophine. Slobbo dies. Bruce just sits there next to Slobbo for a while, because many people will be crying at this point. He eventually gets up. Bruce. Looks like I'm going to a wedding. After all. He holds out the time knife. Bruce. Somebody's gotta cut the cake. Cut the cake means he's going to kill Paul. The audience will understand because of the way the actor says it. It's a real intense moment. Bruce puts on his shades. End of Act 1. Here endeth amateur drama with Comrade Bubbles. That's going to be quite long for a clip, so I'm just going to highlight that if no one has any objections. This is right. This is right. I'm going to assume somewhere that took about 5 minutes to read. Okay, so that was a collectible that I just read out loud for people to watch at will. It's a good thing I don't really care. Also, laptop at the far end of the trailer. Hopefully there'll be a better version. It's kind of like the plot of Predestination. I've never heard of Predestination, so I cannot comment. To Martin Hatch from Clarice Ogawa. Next steps. The university operation gathered far more attention than we expected. How does this impact our agenda moving forward? I'm concerned that Paul Serene will be paying closer attention to our actions. Perhaps we should delay making our move until things calm down. Nothing changes. We move forward. The university fallout was a setback, but we can use these complications to our advantage. Paul is focused on phase 3 of the plan. He is questioning if there are traitors within Monarch, but I'm confident that he does not know where to look for them. I'll make sure to shift the blame elsewhere. The gala is going ahead tonight. That is when we make our next move. You take care of the preparations, make sure Dr. Kim's lab is ready for detonation. I will make sure that Paul is sufficiently distracted as to not question our involvement. Okay. Quick check. Yep, we're good. Oh, it's weird. Hensey and he could plot is very weird. This time travel is the whole thing where I mean, maybe that was a reference to it. Well, that's really well hidden. I'm glad I'm following a guide. I was also going to make a series of unfortunate events Count Olaf joke.
It's locked. There's got to be another way to get through here.
Oh, you mean like blow them up from this side? Is that normal pistol? I assume. Oh, that's the burst pistol. Well, that blew up more of the door than I was expecting, I'll be honest. In that it blew up the wall as well.
HQ, we just heard an explosion near the harvesting perimeter.
Yeah, take a wild guess who that could have been.
Charlie, get off the line. Stryker team, take defensive positions around ground zero.
Roger.
Where the... I guess I have to go up, but... Okay. Jack, you wanna climb the thing there? Oh, right. Time travel. I'm in the wrong place. Right, I can control time. That was almost real bad. My amateur theatrics apparently dissuaded 2 people from watching the stream. Which is fine.
I recognized Will's workshop as soon as I saw the old billboard on top.
The area we refer to as Ground Zero.
It was clear that the workshop was at the center of the Monarch operation. I wanted to see what was in there, and it seemed to be the only way to the dry docks and Serene.
What?
Got the word. Safeguard squad's checking out that explosion. Stryker team is establishing a defensive perimeter around Ground Zero.
An entire Stryker team?
HQ, we have contact. Over. Copy. Neutralize the target at once. Shot. The target. Weapons free. Over.
Shit, I'm out!
Mostly just I've got cover.
That choice shot.
Really? You're still alive? Okay, fine. Single fire assault rifle it is. Or... There we go. Right. You just muted it? Ah.
It's that Joyce guy.
Hey, it's that guy, you know?
Backup approaching green zone.
Oh.
Engaging target.
Positive ID on Joyce.
Wow, that, get out of there, dude. There we go. Oh, whoops. Oh, he just fell over and it was glorious. Oh, are you, you good?
Striker 1, we're experiencing signs of an incoming stutter.
Safeguard. I want Joyce contained before that stutter hits.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh, that guy didn't even have body armor. I feel kind of bad for him.
Green zone is compromised. Bearcat is en route with more backup. Hang in there. Bearcat approaching. Gates locked. Ah, screw it. I'm coming through.
Okay, he's coming through.
Nice driving, guys.
Mind me. Don't mind me in the slightest. There we go. Oh no, they're immune to the stutters. They do what I do.
Hall developed technology for his men to move through stutters. He knew the fracture would occur, prepared for it.
Holy shit.
And he never tried to stop it.
Where is he? Cool, just two of them. Okay. Okay, there are more than I thought there would be. I mean, thanks for just standing still while I painted the air around you. Really? And you're dead. Oh, that's gonna explode. No, it didn't. It didn't explode. Where do you go? Where? He's dead.
Will never told you what he did in that workshop?
Yes.
At
Let's try the
Ground Zero?
tactical SMG.
No, never. He hid that part of his life from me. Nothing prepared me for the weirdness that was waiting there.
That was a really cool sequence.
And even that was just a prelude to the bad stuff that would follow in that same place later.
Okay. Bad stuff TM. Red Zone. Potentially hazardous chronon particle radiation levels. Abort operation and contact Dr. Sophia Amaral immediately if you experience a strong sense of deja vu or develop two heads. Chronostasis or any other time perception anomalies. Sudden changes in body cell aging.
It's the only way forward. Absolutely no entry.
Game thinks I'm selling
I'm
combat.
pretty sure that's more of a guideline than a rule.
So that's fun. Quantum Ripple. No, that's better.
What the hell? What is this?
Strong sense of deja vu. Also time travel.
What the hell? What is this?
That was cool.
That already happened.
Strong sense of deja vu. The site told you about it.
What the fuck?
Mad Science Workshop ho!
I specifically requested copper-clad niobium.
Well.
This is really cool. Just more and more boxes of components appearing and move. That one's clipping through that. I think. Yeah.
There's no words to describe it. Will was gone, but he was all around me. This entire secret life he'd never talked about. Everything he tried to
Got a
protect me
carpet.
from.
Should always have a
surrounded me.
carpet.
A puzzle. Trapped in broken time. We all thought he wasted his research grant.
No way.
His career. Obsessing over some failed experiment. That's what he led us to believe. What he built there, it never failed.
It works. It works.
Oh, I know signposting when I see it.
Need my grant extended another year. Please, don't do this.
CRT monitor.
Hello?
Is this just looping? This is really cool. Really? You're gonna lie there with your shoes on, you animal?
Countermeasure.
I hope to God this works.
Will. It's gone.
Come with me.
Oh, that was
We can survive this.
Beth, isn't it?
You're the only other one who's seen what I've seen.
Don't do it, don't.
Give me the device.
What if we were...
I knew something went horribly wrong there, but it was scrambled. It's impossible to crack.
Is that the time egg? What am I looking for? Oh, this. Riverport Rexes. That, top right. That's the quantum ripple symbol. So because I found that, it will appear in one of the live-action TV shows, and at the same time as it appears, that symbol will reappear in the same place in that live-action TV show. In other news, this is mildly nauseating.
It was overwhelming. Every unanswered question I had was compounded by what I'd seen at that workshop.
So he succeeded. He made a working time machine.
Were part of something much bigger. Something that had started 17 years ago.
Leaving Ground Zero.
Okay, dry dock. Get to the dry dock. I'm almost there. Gotta get to Paul.
Hello? I found a collectible that's not in the guide, so that's interesting. Cool, anyway. Charlie Wincott trespasser alert to Ground Zero Op. Oh, trespasser alert. Amy Ferrero is in the goddamn security station unsupervised. My understanding was that Amy Ferrero was supposed to be recording a series of false confessions for our PR campaign. Clearly, that's not the case. How do I know she's unsupervised? Because A, she's in the goddamn security station, and B, she's digging through sensitive Monarch files and transferring them to a USB stick. No big deal, you know, just all of Monarch's secrets. Radio alert is already in effect. Converge on her location immediately. Do not let that USB stick leave this operation. Oh, remember Jack Joyce, the guy who was supposed to stop from turning our entire operation into a clusterfuck? Maybe get on that while we still have an operation left. Can you just act like this was your natural environment, you know, like a high school teacher room, high school locker room, and he's the kid who can read a full sentence without moving his lips? Just fuck him up, Charlie. Charlie's an a-hole. I don't like Charlie. View episode 2 to unlock. Secret collectible? Apparently. Because I assume that they're like presented in the order that you can pick them up. Oh, hang on. I guess that might be in the room in the room I'm heading to. There is a Chronon source nearby. So I'm assuming it's out there. Because it sure as hell isn't in here. Oh, I pressed B. My bad. Oh, good. 2 dudes. Oh yeah, it's there. I see it.
I refuse to leave while Jack's still here. I need to contain...
Paul, your condition is critical. The stress. If you don't receive your treatment, you know what could happen. Come to the island right now. The treatment will be waiting for you. You'll be back in top condition by the time the gala starts.
I don't like it, but you're right. Always looking out for me. Ready to chopper.
Get to the chopper.
No. You're not getting away that easy.
HQ, hostile in sight.
Roger that. Light him up. Over.
Nope. There we go.
There was something wrong with Paul. Chronon syndrome. He'd had his powers much longer than me. What was the cause? Was I sick as well, or was it his time travel? I didn't know. It didn't make anything he'd done any less hateful.
Gonna try the heavy pistol. This is an email chain to Sophia Amaral from Fiona Miller. Cool. Subject: Dr. Kim's lab and Serene's treatment. Dr. Amaral, would it be possible for me to get access to Dr. Kim's lab in order to search for any files that might assist in our research? I am concerned about the slow progress in developing a permanent cure for Paul Serene's Chronon syndrome. The treatments are only a temporary solution. I know that Dr. Kim was close to discovering a cure at the time of his death. I know that you used this lab to administer Paul Serene's treatments, but if I could borrow your keycard during the gala tonight, perhaps I could investigate this further while everybody is occupied in other matters. Fiona Miller. That's the lady who asked Charlie out. Fiona, I share your concern. Paul's treatments are becoming increasingly ineffective, and I hypothesize that the onset of the fracture will increase the Chronon syndrome's rate of progression exponentially. I've been trying to take a more calculated approach at finding a permanent cure for Paul's sickness, but Martin Hatch has shifted all the necessary resources into our tech division instead. I'm beginning to question his behaviour. Every attempt I've made to discover a cure has been met with Martin's red tape. Just between us, I do start to wonder if Martin even wants Paul to be cured. I've looked into Martin's past. He began to work for Monarch in 2001, but I couldn't find any records about his past or any aspect of his life before then. It's almost as if he just appeared out of nowhere. He was the only one present during the accident that claimed Dr. Kim's life. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I do wonder what his agenda truly is. Regarding your question, unfortunately, there is nothing of value in Dr. Kim's lab aside from Paul Serene's treatments and confidential files that will be of no use to your research. We will have to find another way to develop a cure. Dr. Sophia Amaral, Head of Research. It's like Martin's the bad guy, surrounded by the bad guys. Or something. Yeah, let's try the heavy pistol for a little bit. The Sudden Stop, the final Alex Casey novel by Alan Wake. This copy is signed by the author and dedicated to Emily Burke. Oh, speaking of Alan Wake, I missed an Alan Wake Easter egg apparently. That lecture theatre I ran through that I pointed out was organic chemistry because of the sign by the door, the body disappeared, has loads of notes about I think that book on the blackboard. So if I remember when I finish the game, I might go back, replay the start of the game just to check it out. Maybe. From Fiona Miller to Beth Wilder. Jack. Beth, they're saying that William and Jack Joyce have both been detained. Did you manage to get to William first? Did he reveal the location of the countermeasure? You said you could get Jack out of there. What happened? Interesting developments over here. With the team focused on the university op, I managed to dig through an old email correspondence between Paul Serene and Dr. Kim. The content of the messages is very cryptic, but before he died, we sure he's dead, Dr. Kim was running through some kind of test from his lab, and William's research and a device related to this was somehow connected to what he was doing. Did he know about the countermeasure? I think I need to get into Kim's lab and find out more, but that place has been on restricted access since he died. Not a lot of choice, though. If Jack and William are in custody, then that lab may be our only lead left. I'm just not sure how to do it. I sure as hell can't just ask somebody to let me in there. Fiona. William Joyce is dead. Our only shot at stopping this thing is Jack. He can lead us to the countermeasure. I still believe that. Serene got to Jack first at the university. Too much heat for me to intervene. He's being moved to Ground Zero. I'm following the convoy there, and we'll rescue him once his transport is past security checkpoints. Not going to be easy, but it might be our only shot. Keep Charlie Wincott distracted so he's not looking over the security feeds. My cover won't last much longer. You need to be my eyes on the inside. I agree you should check into Dr. Kim's lab and let me know what you find. I know gaining access will be difficult, but with the gala tonight you might have a window. Might be able to steal Dr. Amaral's keycard. I will contact you once I'm on the other side. Alan Wake. Chronal sources outside. What up, elephant? Five or seven in this chapter, or part, I should say. Left side of the first lodge room, the tent. There's a laptop. I realise watching someone go just from collectible to collectible isn't everyone's idea of fun, but look at all the lore we're getting. If I weren't doing that, I would probably still find that script, but still.
Yeah.
Jack.
My phone went off at the same time.
Will forced my hand.
What the hell happened to you?
There's no use fighting.
You killed him!
I'll explain when the time is right. You'll meet me tonight at the Monarch Gala.
Gala? Time's ending and you're having a fucking party.
Because when time ends, my plan...
We do this now. I'm not meeting
yes,
you at...
you are. I've already seen it happen.
Man, he's so annoying.
Seen what? What's this all for?
Goodbye, Jack.
No!
No! Okay, this is an email chain, so I'll go to the first one. To Martin Hatch from Clarice Ogawa. Liam Burke status. Sir, I've been thinking about Liam Burke. I know you've worked closely with him for a while now and he's been useful, but there are assignments we can't use him for because of his insufficient security clearance. That was a lot of shopping. For instance, having to keep him in the dark about much of what will happen at the university, about the stutters we're expecting, about where it will lead, makes him a far less effective field operative than I'd prefer and causes quite a bit of logistical difficulty, given that he's still going to be a part of the operation. And frankly, it feels like wasted potential. I'd like you to consider the possibility of bringing Burke into the fold. He's completed most of the Striker training, and even though he didn't finish the program, he made an impression on me as a tremendously capable asset. His service record is exemplary, and he has a well-earned reputation as somebody who gets things done, questions asked. By the same token, I would love to include Burke in our long-term plans. We could use a man like him in our corner, and I could deploy him far more effectively. Let me know what you think. Clarice, I understand why you consider Mr. Burke an asset to our future plans. Unfortunately, while he is an exceptional individual, he is less suitable for the kind of duties you have in mind than may be immediately obvious. I'll explain. Yes, he's been trained as a striker, but Mr. Burke was disqualified, and for good reason. The men we have chosen to be strikers have strict physical requirements, a certain moral flexibility, and the kind of killer instinct you have to be born with, cultivated to a fine degree, a ferocious knack for survival. Mr. Burke certainly has those qualities. He wasn't disqualified from the striker program because he lacked them, or because he couldn't wrap his head around the technical aspects of operating the technology. In fact, his performance was exceptional, so I fully agree with you that he's an impressive operative. But strikers, by their very nature, have to be made aware of Project Lifeboat and its purpose, at least on a general level, and that means they have to be able to accept its implications. Unfortunately, Mr. Burke has a deep attachment to his wife, and the fact is that even if we brought Mr. Burke in, that wouldn't guarantee a spot for her in the program. To be blunt, we don't need any more nurses, and we're all already at capacity overall. We need Mr. Burke, but we don't need his wife. Mr. Burke would never accept that, particularly now that Mrs. Burke is pregnant. Therefore, it's vital that he doesn't understand the nature and scope of the threat we face. As for having him play a role in other aspects of future developments, I suspect that despite his seemingly amoral nature, Mr. Burke may have other qualms he is not consciously aware of. If he ever has to truly make a choice between conflicting loyalties, he may take a stand on principle and elect to act against his own best interests. That's not a chance I'm willing to take. Sir, given the very recent events at the dry docks, I now see exactly what you mean. Clearly you were right about Burke's loyalties being more fickle than they appeared. Of course, we have plenty of unanswered questions about how it came to this. To begin with, I don't see why Burke would be involved with Joyce. There's no way he did it out of some kind of altruistic urge. There has to be more to it. We know Burke didn't divert Joyce's transport, since whereabouts at that time are accounted for, so there has to be somebody else involved too. I'm looking into it. Oh, poor Liam. He's just kind of got dragged into this. Can I take the crowbar? The controller vibrates slightly when the time vision is pulsing. So you don't have to like constantly maintain it. Keep checking it. The game does tell you
Still got
that there's something there. How many am I at? 3. Not enough. Okay, this is a long ass email. From Manuela Porreta, Liam Burke psych evaluation to Martin Hatch. Martin, first of all, I have to again register my objection. What you are having me do under the guise of a psych evaluation is in blatant violation of Liam Burke's doctor-patient confidentiality, and the only reason I'm doing this is because you leave me no other choice. Now, I recognise that in the world to come, our current rules and legislation, even our standards of morality, may no longer be applicable, but we aren't there yet. You and Mr. Serene are placing the long-term mental well-being of hundreds of individuals in my hands. And I'm telling you right now, if they don't trust not only me, but the system that put all of us in our particular positions, there's no way we can recover from it. On to Burke. It is my considered professional opinion that this man is a bit of a powder keg. For all his calm exterior, he's under tremendous pressure. I understand your reasoning for pulling him out of the Striker program, but what you have essentially done is instill in him a sense of encroaching doom. He doesn't know the specifics, obviously. He didn't make it far enough in the program to be briefed on that, but he knows that we're preparing for a future threat that is somehow related to the flow of time being interrupted, and that there are dangers out there, dangers that we have specifically been training the Striker units for. There are men who are content to merely follow orders and let others worry about the consequences. Burke is not one of them. He is willing to commit acts of violence without asking why, but don't mistake that lack of qualms for blind obedience. Burke needs agency. He has a fundamental need to feel in control of his life, and you have put him in a position where that's no longer possible for him. He is good at seeing patterns and drawing accurate conclusions from the facts available to him, and he has deduced, quite correctly, that he was being trained for a specific scenario that Monarch believes will happen. He is also painfully aware of the fact that if and when that scenario arrives, he will not be a part of the solution. He understands the nature of the Striker suits, that they are only useful in a zero-state situation, and he understands that in such a situation a man without a Striker suit is essentially dead. He doesn't know about the lifeboat protocol, obviously, but if he did, he'd then also know he's not part of it. He'd then also know he's not a part of it. Either way, the bottom line is that he's in a hopeless situation. He fears that the end of the world is coming, and he knows that if it does, the only way he could survive is with the technology Monarch has denied him access to. He doesn't understand the details or even the exact nature of that end of the world, but that just makes it worse. Fear and lack of understanding breed tremendous anxiety, Mr. Hatch. He may not show it, but believe me, Burke feels it, for himself and for his family. It may interest you to know that his wife is pregnant. You can understand how that adds to the pressure. To be honest, given the parameters we're operating under, I don't know how to resolve this. In Burke, you have a tremendously efficient operative, but you've put him in an impossible position. I believe he will remain effective as long as he doesn't have reason to believe the scenario he fears is imminent, but once he believes it has arrived, all bets are off. That is, unless you can give him hope of survival. But at this point, resentment and suspicion are starting to turn into paranoia, and frankly, I'm not sure he would trust either of us anymore. And speaking of trust, I recommend you think about what I said in my opening paragraph, Martin. Our greatest challenge, and greatest assets, in the subjective years to come won't be technological, but all too human. Don't make the mistake seeing people as just entries on a spreadsheet. Okay. Man, Monarch have been here for a while, huh? Another email about Amy Ferrero. What up, fools? So, I looked up Amy Ferrero. She checks out pretty much how I'd expect. Good grades, no student loans because daddy's got money. Popular, the classic, I'm better than you because I care so much package. Not studying anything even remotely useful in a world where you got to work for a living. Hey Charlie, I did that. I feel personally attacked. She's into this whole activist lifestyle, always protesting this or that, and generally just hugging every tree and saving every well she sees. Yawn. On average, she signs 2 petitions a week and generally spends half her life sticking her nose in other people's shit. Credits where it's due, she's pretty good at it. Also, she's got a lot of friends who are all into this stuff, and she seems to be real good at getting them coordinated. Kind of makes her perfect for our purposes, because if you can talk her into what we want, there's a lot of folks who are going to listen. No boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't know which way she swings. Why don't she put that on the internet? Doesn't she know that's what it's there for? But there's that family of hers. Looks like she's got real close ties. So if we need leverage, that's where you'll find it. You may want to make sure she stays on our side, though. Like I said, she's pretty popular with the rest of these people, and if they get the idea she's been screwed over, they just might get pretty mad. Pretty mad. You know how these neo-hippie bleeding heart hipster types are. Always up in arms about something. Holy shit, I'm glad I'm not in school anymore. Charlie. Just reinforcing our opinion of him. Also, the controller's vibrating, so yes, there is something in here. Oh, okay, cool. That's number 4. Darius upgrades. Focus time lasts even longer. That requires 6. Let's go with focus time lasts longer. But I believe that was the last collectible in this part. Yes. Helicopter.
Sir. Paul. Come back, goddammit!
Don't.
Ah! Did he just time blast that boat? He sure did. He's a time wizard too. Oh hey, it's Dutta. Okay. Around the right side of the... Oh, hang on. Still in part 2. Okay, I'm not in part 3 yet. That makes more sense.
Shit. Gotta move. Come on.
Please, can I reverse time? Ah, there we go.
Okay. Focus, Jack. Focus.
Really? Really, game? Really? That's the way you want to play it, huh?
Okay. Focus, Jack. Focus.
I guess it's more once you're in that area, like, you're pretty boned if you're not out of it quickly enough. Okay, no, I thought I could get through it quickly enough. Can I get through it quickly enough? One day I'll remember it's left instead of right. Not this day.
Focus, Jack. Focus.
Oh, I see what's happening. I see.
Stutters were getting bad. He's shifting back and forth without warning. At the time, I didn't think it could get much worse.
But we both know it did.
Now what?
That's gotta hurt.
Yep. That's why I plan to be nowhere near when it happens. Oh, scripted event. Cool. Hope they enjoyed. Glad there was no F-bombs dropped while Casper was present.
Need to get the hell out of here.
Oh, that was trippy.
Jesus!
This way?
Cutting a little close, Jack. It's like a goddamn maze in here.
Okay. Sure. Checks out. The box, Jack. The box. Thank you.
Okay. Keep going. No, 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 not again.
Oh, now I'm trapped in a boat. I'm in a boat and going nowhere.
Okay. Game plan. Think. Okay, there we go. Gotta move.
I better stop running after that shield. That guy just got a bit close. Oh, they're strikers. Ooh, the heavy pistols. Meaty. Yep. No. Less of that, thanks. Oh right, they're not affected because they couldn't get those stuff. Where is it? Just keep running in this circle. Oh, you son of a... Shoot in the back instead. Oh, he's dead. Cool.
Beth had been on her way to meet me. I expected she was frozen somewhere up there, by the side of the dry dock.
Music is very good in this game. Where am I going? Is that a ladder I can climb? No, it's a support pillar. Okay, how do I get to the other side of the dry dock? Oh, that ladder. That'll be the one. Real good at doors, remember? Thanks for gently opening that, Jack. There's no rush here. There's no time constraint.
My exact words were, "Don't do anything stupid."
I didn't do anything.
Well,
Paul
time
did
to
it.
start. Get in.
What if I don't trust you?
Then shoot me.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm taking the van.
Ow.
That's for not listening to me back there.
She takes
You
no
wanna
shit.
stop time from breaking down? You need my help. And thanks, by the way, for the +1 in the back seat. Starting to feel like goddamn babysitter.
Babysitter? You kidding me? I got good intel off that computer. Bitch.
Oh my god, like totally bitch what's that.
My ride, my music. Deal with it.
Except there's no music because I turned off copyrighted music.
Who the fuck are you people?
Find quantum ripples to unlock secret content. Yeah, like little Easter eggs, but that's really it. Play junction moments and get alternative story content both in the game and the live action show.
What led you to the swimming hall?
But Will said there was something important in his briefcase. All I found was a key with Bradbury Swimming Hall, the chain. Only lead we had. I guess this is it.
This building's been shut down for years.
Perfect place to hide something you don't want found.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
I think it's time you tell me what you know.
Cocked eyebrow suspicion.
I know your brother built the one thing that can stop the fracture. I know we're meant to find it, and I know Monarch doesn't want us to.
And yet you're wearing their uniform.
I like the way their pants fit.
Yeah? I bet you like the paycheck, too.
Tried to create a cover to gather information. You've known about this for a few hours. I've been preparing for it for most of my life.
You weren't aware that William owned the place?
There's a lot I didn't know about Will.
We need to find your brother's countermeasure. And fast. Things will get worse as the fracture progresses. And Monarch will be turning Riverport over looking for you.
True that. Anyway. There's a taxi here.
This is weird. Huh. I could swear this is the same cab I was in when I came to the university.
It's a taxi. They all look the same, don't they? I'll check the license plate on my phone and see if anything comes up, but, I mean, it's a long shot.
Check out the sweet Nissan billboard on the top right as well. Anyway. Here. Someone was doing some spray painting of the countermeasure.
Whoa. Hey, I just looked up the license plate of the cab parked over there. It belongs to somebody named Nick Marsters.
Nick Marsters? That's the name of one of the witnesses we picked up from the
Oh, that's
university.
up there.
Yeah, I recognized his picture. I saw him there. But how did his cab get here? Do you think Monarch took it?
It's not possible. I've been monitoring Monarch activities this whole time. I honestly don't know.
I believe...
Yes, Amy? What is it?
There were others taken from the university.
1 second.
Friends of mine. What happened to them?
Should be released by now. Monarch convinced them the same thing they convinced everybody else. That what Monarch did at the university was necessary to protect them from...
You boy.
From Jack.
Yeah. Guessing your little video on the news helped with that. No offense.
Jesus. They have no idea what happened. Why me?
What?
This is a long conversation.
I mean, they could have picked anybody. To lie for them? To make that confession? Why me?
Maybe Serene thought you looked like somebody people could trust. Maybe you're the right face for TV. Or maybe you just wanted to see you break.
I'm about to break. It's here. Nope. There we go. Upgrade. I believe Nick is who you rescue if you kill Amy by picking the hardline option. What can we back to scaffolding? Plus side of me following a guide, you get to see some cool places.
Hey, I think I found a way in.
Okay. Did you? Ah, you did. Oh. Stutter.
Damn it. These stutters aren't going away.
Why did I just drop down there? That was an idiot thing to do. Don't mind me, just getting back to where I was. This is where I wanted to go.
Will had used the building to hide away his personal items.
Like that fan and the Freedom Fridge. Okay. Workbench on the opposite end from the computer.
Okay, May 17th, 1998.
Will.
This is
What do you
William
want me to
Joyce. I'm
find
about to conduct the first animal test of the machine prototype using my trusty pet mouse, Schrodinger, in order... Where? He's gone. Where'd he go? Shit. Come on, Schrodinger. Come to Willie. Come on. You're okay. You're alright. You're alright. Okay, finally, we're sending Schrodinger into the machine clockwise through the corridor, which will send him 5 minutes into the future, meaning he will re-emerge exactly 5 minutes after he enters the machine. It has now been 3 minutes. No sign of Schrodinger. This is a very good sign. 2 minutes to go. Okay, so yeah, turns out he just kind of sat inside the corridor for 5 minutes, took a shit on the tubing. This reveals a very clear flaw in my test. My mouse is an idiot.
What the hell are you doing here,
warming
brother?
up again, should be able to activate
Time travel experiments with rats?
5 minutes and 15 seconds. It's now clear the only quantifiable test will be travel to the past. The machine is now calibrated to send Schrodinger 5 minutes into the past, which means that he will now be traveling counterclockwise through the corridor, and when he comes out the other... Holy shit.
You just came out?
Holy shit, it worked. This is clear proof that it's... What I'm now looking at is a future version of the same mouse that has successfully traveled 5 minutes into the past. Schrodinger, meet future you. Ow. Fucker bit me.
Oh, this script is wonderful.
$12,000 moving bill. You must have hauled a lot more to this place than just some old boxes.
Roboport Discrete Moving Services. No questions asked, you pack, we move. March 1st, March 28th, 1999. From workshop of William Joyce, 821 Industrial Lane, Roboport, to Bradbury Swimming Pool, 261 Bradbury Street, Roboport. Is in Ray Bradbury. Class name William Joyce, special instructions, extremely delicate boxes, contents confidential, packed boxes not to be inspected, pick up and drop off only, shipping to 17 truckloads over the course of 17 days. Total cost, $12,713.
You owned this place since 1999? Why didn't you tell me, Will?
Bradbury swimming pool deed. Will, I put all of your paperwork regarding the purchase of the Bradbury swimming pool in this folder. I knew you'd lose track of the documents otherwise. I've made sure that the purchase can't be traced back to funds from your research grant. I don't know what you're up to and it's not my business to ask, but we've known each other long enough for me to say this. I trust that you know what is best for you, but I can't pretend that I'm not concerned. Your career is showing so much promise and your recent actions feel like a drastic turn in a direction I can't begin to understand. I kept my promise and haven't told Jack, or anyone else, about this, but he's worried about you, even if he doesn't know how to show it. Jack hasn't heard from you in months. He needs you. Your attorney and friend, Alison Cunningham, March 29th, 1999. Okay.
No wonder you are always coming up with crazy shit.
That's weed.
We need to keep our contact limited from this point forward. I'll find you when the countermeasure's complete.
That doesn't sound sinister. Oh, it's picked up a Chronon source.
Hello, Riverport. Teresa Sedmak here, filling in for
Hello,
Bobby
Teresa.
Radford, about to brighten your day with some good news. The victims wounded during the terrorist attack on Riverport University are being treated in the Monarch Solutions Medical Center in downtown Riverport, and the hospital has released a statement saying they are all now stable and out of critical condition. I'm sure they are thankful for all your good thoughts and prayers. As for those who didn't survive the attack, we still don't have a final death toll, but we do know that most of the dead are security personnel from Monarch Solutions, whose quick actions saved countless civilian lives at the cost of their own. While Jack Joyce, the terrorist responsible for the carnage, is still at large, authorities are saying that he is believed to not have left Riverport, and thanks to a number of solid leads, his capture is imminent.
3 engineers, candy bars. Let's not talk about the racist imagery on the packaging. Please, just give me the prompt, thank you. The prompt game. Okay, that's 1 collectible. Should I let them in?
Any luck in there?
Working on it.
No, you can stay there for now. Just kidding. Actually, you know what? I will actually go and find stuff first. Beth, play video. I'll go and let them in. Seems like it might be important.
Hey, Jack. You gonna unlock this door for us?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, just hold on.
You really want to get in? Here you go.
All right, let's take a look around. Down here.
Nice work.
Thanks. It was real difficult.
This note. It's directed at me.
Yes, it says Beth.
July 4th, 2010. Beth Wilder, I'm addressing this video to you. You told me to stay away from my workshop, but I couldn't just leave it there. I went back to get it, and the entire place is a disaster zone. The countermeasure, gone. taken. Ah, shit.
What the...
Safe, empty. I just need to know you have it. Because if it falls into the wrong hands, its power is immeasurable. Our future, our entire lives depend on it.
Oh dear.
It can't all be for nothing. You know where to find me. Please, hurry.
2010. Holy shit.
What was that?
He recorded that for me in 2010? What the fuck? And he said the countermeasure's gone? It's not good. We need to figure this out. Let's keep looking.
God damn it, Till Lindeman's got both the coronavirus and a lung infection. Well, that's upsetting. Till Lindemann, the lead singer of Rammstein. Guess that's not the right key. Apparently he's in ICU.
Help me push this out of the way.
I'm real good at doors. I don't think you're going to move a locker.
Jack, your brother addressed that video to me, but I've never met him before in my life.
Well, it sounded like he thought you had his countermeasure.
I wish. But he said it was stolen on July 4th, 2010. Somebody took it.
Wow, they actually did it.
But I'm hoping this place will help us figure out who.
Well, by staying inside, social distancing, you're doing everything you can.
I'll give you the honor of pressing the button.
Yeah, but first I've been told to follow this. And lo, there is a Chronon source. I'm just trying to not let it consume me, the fear consume me, doing everything I can to remain calm, which is largely why I'm playing games. Prime Minister's sake, he can just take some tough syrup. Oh, dude, that's amazing. I know there's a reason we get on so well. Just realized I ran through here without checking to see if there were any kind of like, you know, the echoes or whatever they are. Does not appear to be. We don't watch the news. I literally can't because of the anxiety it induces. I mean, obviously, yes, that would be the most sensible thing to do, but don't have that much disinfection. I have antibacterial wipes I use on most things.
Is that?
Yeah, I think so. Second time machine. This changes everything. If we can get this thing working, then we don't need that countermeasure. We can change everything. What if we stop the fracture from ever happening in the first place? We can go back to yesterday, undo everything in the past before it happens. Nobody dies. Paul doesn't go through the machine. Monarch never exists. I mean, the fracture never occurs.
Jack, wait. Let's think this through. That's not how it...
I can go into the machine like Paul did at the university. I helped them set it up. Then we activate the core, put the corridor in place, and set the date. I can do it, Beth.
I'm not so sure we can do
Oh,
this.
I know they're trying to make me anxious.
But
That's
you're
why I don't.
right. We'll need the machine.
Right. Let's start with the core.
Explanation? Anybody?
Time machine. Done.
I saw some kind of visions of this machine in his workshop. You must have hid it here.
Feel free to fill me in. Anytime now.
Okay, core controls. Where are they?
The advice to protect your family it's common sense. Keep everything clean. Obviously, wash your hands after interacting with anything from outside. If you do go out, be careful. Don't get into white vans. William Joyce to Beth Wilder, where are you? Okay. That's the first one, right? Yep. Subject, where are you? It's gone. The countermeasure is gone. What happened? Call me immediately. Where are you? Have you taken it? It's not safe in the open. You don't understand the power of this device. I doubt the number you gave me in case of emergencies. You aren't answering. What is going on? I'm freaking out. Still trying to call you. Fuck. Call me. Email me. Something. I can't sleep. Please call me. The number you gave me is now disconnected. Where are you? Hello? It's been a year. I still haven't heard anything. You know where to find me. I've given up hope that you're still listening. I'm not sure why I'm writing this, maybe to get some closure. You changed the course of my life when you entered it. I spent over a decade devoted to your cause. I sacrificed every relationship I had, pushed away everyone I love, all in the name of a lie. There is no threat coming, there never was. I have to force myself to believe this. It's the only way to move on. It's the only way to pick up the pieces and start over. This is goodbye.
Looks like he labeled where everything is.
I've seen it. The cause of the fracture exists. It's here. Are you still out there? And then, Beth, the time has arrived. It's here. Everything you warned me about is about to come to fruition. Please give me a sign that you're still out there. Put my mind at ease. Tell me you have the countermeasure. I'm losing my mind over here. I spent years trying to convince myself that you were wrong all this time and that I built the countermeasure for nothing. But I tried to move on, pick up the pieces, but now I've seen the proof. Paul Serene brought me in to advise on an experiment at the university. They've built it. They've built another time machine, almost an exact replica of my own design, but with key flaws in the calculations. Just like you said, if they activate this machine, then the fracture will occur. How is this possible? How have they followed my design so closely? Somebody's been watching me all this time, haven't they? Somebody's orchestrating this. All of it. I'm being followed. First I thought it was paranoia, but it's true. A man has been watching my every move. I secretly took his photo, ran a search. His name is Liam Burke. He works for a security division of Monarch Solutions. I first noticed it weeks ago, but this could have been going on for years. What does he want? What does he know? How is he connected to this? I need answers. Jesus Christ, Beth, let a guy read. I don't know who I can trust anymore. I don't know who else is involved. I don't know who else is involved, what they want, why. I need to hear from you. I need to know that I'm not alone in all this. If what you once told me is true, then the onset of the fracture may be inevitable, but I can't simply stand by and allow it to happen, not until I know the countermeasure is safe. Schematics are next to me.
The schematics for the countermeasure spanned 11 years, 1999 to 2010. In itself, that wasn't strange. But the guy built a working time machine in 2.
Which is a bit stranger.
These schematics are all in Will's writing. He did all of this. Built everything.
Monarch was made aware of its existence shortly after it was completed. In 1999.
1999.
They believe it was destroyed shortly after. I imagine Will wanted to keep it that way.
No, nothing I can make sense of.
Well, that's a coffee machine, Jack. You know what that is. Parents killed in a Riverport car crash. Article, December 22nd, 1999. Parents killed in Bradbury car crash. Holiday cheer is in short supply in the Riverport community of Bradbury after a tragic car crash claimed the lives of a married couple, Anthony and Catherine Joyce. My parents. The accident took place within walking distance of the family's front door on Princeton Street in the early afternoon. Catherine Joyce, who was driving, lost control of their car after a collision with another vehicle and crashed into a utility pole. The other car left the scene of the accident. The Joyces were both well known in the Bradbury area as prominent members of the community. Last year they were recognised by the mayor for their charity efforts, particularly the Riverport Multiple Sclerosis Walk. They have organised every year since 1993. The couple left behind 2 children, the promising young physicist Dr. William Joyce and Jack Joyce, still underage. A candlelit vigil will be held for Anthony and Catherine on Sunday to unite the grieving family, friends, and the community during this tragic time. Yep, there it is. As Fat Chance says, check the Gov website because they're just going to regurgitate the information from there anyway. Ooh. Yes, let's have increased threat detection. And then they'll put their own spin on it, obviously. Okay, so it's got like a little workshop set up back here. Cool. I've done something similar, so I can't really. I'm not really going to say anything. Map of the time machine room. Seems legit. Physicist on the Rise article. Room Report Physicist on the Rise. June 4th, 1997. Dr. Joyce and Dr. Meyer became household names earlier this year when their paper on the proposed existence of a chronon field became one of the most hotly debated theories in the quantum physics community since the Higgs boson. William Joyce, born and raised in Riverport, wasn't satisfied with simply being a part of the discussion and decided to actively search for proof. His proposed research project led to him obtaining the highly prestigious Harold Steinberg Fund with an estimated value of $150,000. Dr. William Joyce is officially the youngest recipient of the Harold Steinberg Research Grant to date. While the specifics of his research proposal remains confidential, it is likely that Joyce aims to demonstrate clear proof of the so-called Meyer-Joyce field, as well as potential applications for the manipulation of this field. A research timeline has been established with milestones that point to early 1999 as the period when this research will be ready for public unveiling. We will continue to follow William Joyce's story as part of our Riverport Rising series. Oh, the village people. Gremlin, if you ever need to call, just... I'm always signed into Discord, so just send me a message and I can grab my mic and stuff. Escapism can be great. Well, hopefully I can provide a little bit of that. Go back to the pool room, look for a computer desk on the back wall. Through my streams. And obviously, if anyone ever needs to talk to me, I'm here. Nope. Yeah, not that. Very back. I appreciate I do these during the working day, which is not the best time to be doing them. But obviously my partner works as well, and I like to spend time with her in the evenings. Also, I mean, I'll yeah, anyway. Civilian's Guide to Time Travel. Civilian's Guide to Time Travel, cliche working title by William Joyce. Rough ideas, February 25th, 1999. Scarebit and Lara Croft game gave you nightmares? Oh dear. What, which one are you playing? Opening statements, open with a zinger, Schrödinger catch. Obviously, if I'm available to answer a Discord call, I will. If not, sorry. Schrödinger cat joke. Note, find appropriate accompanying cat photo. Note, no cat photo. No science explained here. Marketing bullshit. Time machine equals works. Implications equals limitless. Give me a money spiel. Build up existence of time machine. Content here dependent on findings from first human test later tonight. Findings, facts dumbed down for the mouth breathers who will inevitably want to invest. Purpose of guide to explain to mouth breathers how the time machine works and why. Note, proofread and delete all mouth breather references. Time Machine overview. How research started. Include gratuities for research grants sucking ass community and investors. Note, also thank Jack for his patience. Now that this is over, I promise to be there for him. Note, too personal. Basic overview of Time Machine parts. Grown-up articles. Note, nobody will give a shit about this or understand. Skip it. How time travel works, simplest terms. Subject activates time machine. Step 1, core. Step 2, the corridor. Subject sets the desired time travel date. Sets the desired time travel date. Subject enters the corridor. Compare corridor to donut in shape to explain. Note, add joke. You don't want to eat this donut or your body will suffer terminal coronal saturation leading to your slow but inevitable death. Note, cut joke disturbing. Subject walks around the corridor. Walking clockwise around corridor equals travel to the future. Walking counterclockwise around corridor equals travel to past. Clock-like design. Subject arrives at new time, future, or past. Space-time continuum. Travel across space. Time travel is not a portal. The spatial destination will not always be the same as entry point. Time travel is tied to a rotating black hole core. Note, explain the core first. Note, fuck it. Just compare the core to a car engine. Note, look up info on car engines. Subject will arrive in future past at the location where the time machine and core were located in that time. Cannot travel to a time when time machine and core are not active. Cannot travel to a time before core was first activated. Examples of how time travel works. In 1999, a time machine core is first activated. The time machine is located on an island. In 2000, the same time machine, with the same core, is moved to a circus tent. Teddy enters time machine in 1999, travels to 2000. He exits the time machine and is in the circus tent. Note, use better examples. No circus tent. Teddy cannot travel to a time before 1999 because the core was not active. Will bang my goddamn head against the wall every time somebody uses this example of not being able to go back and kill Hitler to try to sound clever / funny. Note, a dinosaur joke, though? Note, explain you can't go back and see dinosaurs. Fucking sucks. Closed loops. In theory, all actions resulting from time travel equals already accounted for, should not be able to change the past. Any attempt to change things was always part of the chain of events in the first place. Already happened. Explain Novikov's self-consistency principle until heads go pop. Metaphor to explain closed loops. Time is an egg. You can move the egg, but no matter where you move it, the same chicken will hatch. Note, terrible example, plus you could just eat the fucking egg. An egg is sitting on the table. You leave the room, come back, and the egg is broken on the floor. You're not sure that's how this happened, but it saddens you. The egg was important to you because, insert reason that makes sense here later, you travel to the past to prevent the egg from breaking. When you arrive in the past, you rush over to the table, accidentally bump it, the egg falls and breaks. You caused the very thing you tried to prevent. Closed loops. Why the hell do all my examples end up being about eggs? Note, replace egg with something else. And there is chat to read. These are the worst author notes you've ever seen. You've read Kokiri Stephen... Oh god, yeah, Kokiri Stephen King novels. Well, offers there. Or we can just talk to her together. Beautiful. People should be coming together right now. Anyway, yes, we should. I keep meaning to message your partner about if she needs to talk. I'm here, kind of situation. So that's all of the collectibles. Right, time to finish this part because it happily is the last section of this chapter before of this act before the junction. So then I can wrap up at the junction again. That was the last stage. I believe it's the computer first. This one. Boopity boopy doop boop up.
It says the time machine core needs to be reset.
Great. What the hell's it look like?
A round thing in the middle. Think.
We could do that too. Exactly, and like WhatsApp is also a thing, I guess.
Hey, it looks like I can
Do
reset
audio
the core
through WhatsApp,
from here.
right?
Are you sure you know what you're doing there?
No clue. But I did help Paul set up the machine at the university.
Which then caused the fracture.
Look, Will knew the calculations were wrong. Hoping that means he knew what he was doing here. This is what Will was leading us to. We have to test it. The core. That's what we set up first.
This could actually be the key to finding the countermeasure.
Okay, nothing else in here.
We'll see. Still resetting.
And now you can't escape them.
The core is reset. We need to activate it from the control booth.
The controls are up here, according to the monitor.
Here goes nothing.
I didn't set the date though. Oh dear.
What was that?
It's fine. It's fine. It worked. It actually worked.
It's fine in that I've just created a miniature black hole.
We activate the corridor next.
Okay, there's no way that thing should be exposed like that.
Ooh.
You said Will built a countermeasure. What makes you so sure this isn't it? The time machine.
He said the countermeasure was stolen. But the machine is still here.
Sure is. Man, in the 4 years between this and Control, her model, I guess, like the in-game model, drastically improved.
There's a light.
The corridor. It's key activated. Will's key.
Boop.
Thank God.
Is that supposed to do that?
Will's key did that?
Yes. Yes, it did.
Key to a time machine, and he left it in the trunk of his goddamn car.
Yes, yes, he did.
That's my brother in a nutshell.
That didn't sound good.
It's the same actor.
Fuck.
As
Let's
Jesse
hope it
Faden.
still works.
4 years is ages in terms of tech. You are not wrong.
This is gonna work. It has to.
You guys aren't actually planning to use this machine.
I believe it's the same
Are
actor.
you?
Anyway.
So I guess you're not at all concerned that one guy jerry-rigged this entire thing together? Because I think I literally see duct tape. Okay, no, this is a great idea. Yeah, no way that this is gonna backfire.
Not that it's time travel in any way. Her problem is the duct tape.
Don't worry. We'll get this working.
Core.
Beach
Wait, Monarch said what they stole from the university was some kind of core. It's...
The core for a time machine. We're not the only ones who have
Should
one.
have used WD-40.
Christ. What are they planning to do with it?
Serene's plans are focused on the future, not the past. But to succeed, he needs absolute control. A time machine is control.
She said the thing.
Well, there's a line between control and playing God, and this crosses it by a long shot. This is insane. This console says date
It's
input.
a time
I'm
machine.
guessing this is it over here.
Okay, it's perfect.
Are you going to say the thing again? Nah. Have you got the DLC, dude? I've been meaning to ask. Amy, you're kind of... I mean, I know black holes mess with physics, but you are kind of just floating there a little bit. Bibbidi-boopidi-doo-boop-boop.
No.
What?
God damn it. I don't know. We were so close. I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah, like hell you are.
Yeah, Foundation.
You saw what happened. Something's wrong with the machine.
We don't know that.
You're not trained for this. Anything you do is gonna make it worse.
We
You
can't.
know I'm right.
Stop trying.
You lost people. You're angry. I get it. But this is bigger than us. We can't fix the machine. But I might know somebody who can.
I've seen a playthrough, and the magical finish story time parts do seem amazing.
Sophia Amaral.
The Monarch scientist. I saw her video near Ground Zero.
Serene's head of Cronin Research. She'll be at the Monarch Gala tonight, but security's airtight. She'll be
Gala,
really impossible
please.
to get to.
Unless I have an invite. Paul told me he expected me to meet him at that party.
Something tells me that was not a friendly invitation. Jack, no.
Beth, yes. end of Act 2. Please insert Act 2 junction. Things are going well. Things are going sort of well, I guess. Quantum break. Junction. Business. Personal.
The future used to be so clear.
Oh,
when I
God,
was
yeah.
reliving the past. Once I caught up to the moment I had left, that ended. All I've had to go on since then are the plan and the visions. I knew Jack would come to me. I'd seen that. But I didn't know why exactly. Or how it would end.
There he is. You were right.
My visions of the future aren't always clear, but they don't lie.
Speaking of lies, Joyce is saying he's discovered his brother's time machine.
We've spent 17 years looking for it, and he finds it in less than a day?
Does sound unlikely.
Still, we know it's out there somewhere, and we don't know what his brother managed to tell him.
If he really has located the machine, why would he come here and tell you? Smart Money says he's trying to play you.
Maybe, but the machine is out there. It's in our interest to find out where. And if Jack knows, I have to talk to him.
Dr. Joyce could have provided the answer to that question.
William's attitude and knowledge made him a liability.
Is that angry young man going to cooperate any more than his brother did?
Probably not. No.
You remember Jack as a close friend, but that clouds your judgment. Don't make this personal.
It's not.
Then don't forget why we're here tonight. After what happened, our people need reassurance that we're in control. You're the man who could win them over. Let me handle Joyce, so you can concentrate on your speech.
I know what's at stake here, Martin.
Okay, so 37% of the game, not bad. Done a third of the game in 2 streams, and a lot of that was obviously just reading that script. Should check we're at 100% for all of these things. Oh, cool! It shows you the divergent point as well. Neat. Basically, there is one collectible, I guess. I will only be playing this on Monday if I don't have any freelance proofreading to do by, like 2 o'clock-ish. So don't look for a stream on Monday. If it happens, it's just a bonus thing. Tuesday, I should be fine to play this again, though. Checking something. Yep. But I'm 37% of the way through the game, which means I should finish this before Resident Evil 3 comes out. And hopefully I'll be able to get Resident Evil 3 and then play that on stream. Anyway, so I hope everyone's had fun. I'm really enjoying this so far. But again, as I said before, I will say again, I love Remedy so much. They make really cool games. I will see you all around. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is in the world where you are. But I may stream tomorrow. I may not. Depends entirely on the time. I have to play a Cobalt Artifice. Just so you're aware, dude. Angel Wraith is my partner. You know her. Welding goggles, very important. She has a fox race artificer, and having Scaly Kaylee. I like it. We should totes play D&D again sometime together. Totes cool. Anyway, I was just letting people know who people are behind the usernames. Also, we should work out Monster Prom. Anyway, that's a private conversation to have. Yes, I might stream tomorrow, might not. We'll see. But for now, have a good one. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a good weekend as well. Peace out.